Hello, friends, and welcome to Roll to Quest. Apologies, this time it's completely my fault that we're late. But with that, we don't really have any announcements other than the fact that Tiku will not be present today. It is someone's birthday, and so she is unavailable. She might show up a little bit later, but it is unlikely. Tiku will likely be missing today.
You don't get your tiny dragon.
What?
Jasmine. She doesn't get her tiny dragon.
You don't get your tiny... Okay, I misheard you entirely.
I spoke into the mic.
Well, doesn't matter. I misheard you. Okay, so with that, there's no other announcements. We're just going to go into the session for this evening. And as it's been a little bit since we played, as we didn't play last week, last time we had played, you had, as a group, you guys had all finished the set of 2 trials that you were given really back to back. The trials themselves actually didn't pose that much struggle for you, although it was we'll say a little confusing for some, with the abilities that you had going from fire claws to simply curling up behind a rock. But whatever the case is, the trial was once again passed. Your we'll say your companionship proved strong enough. After passing, you all woke up. It was like the entire thing seemed to have been a dream, or like almost like it never happened. The day from there, you had that whole day, or the rest of that day, I should say, as well as the next day that are effectively going to be days off. You all elected to use this time in different ways. With Gurgle, you first started off by speaking with Vorthalax for a bit. Most of you determined very quickly that you do not like him. And you had no interest in working with him.
I don't know, we'll give you that impression.
He didn't seem overly perturbed. And then via, we'll call it a slip of the mouth, it's something that Clay had said seemed to have alerted what you guys are pretty confident is the Chrono Hunter. You watched it seemingly delete or destroy an individual along with a stall, thanks to the very, very high sleight of hand and stealth from Gurgle, as it was misdirected onto a random citizen.
How the Chrono Hunter hunts is that he basically traps you in time.
You guys don't know exactly what happened. He literally appeared next to it, and then the stall and everything almost seemed like it.
Tell us.
I don't think that happened last session. Didn't that happen 2 sessions?
Serval told us. I think that I don't know if that was his guess or his confirmed answer.
He doesn't trap you in time. He deletes you from the time that you're not supposed to be in.
Yes. Yeah. He effectively erases you from time.
Okay.
But with that, what you guys had seen, it was almost like it had turned to dust. The stall, the individual, everything just kind of out of sight.
Zephyr knows nothing about this.
True. The only one who actually knows what happened there is Gurgle, and I believe Kane saw bits and pieces of it. You don't know why it got thrown off with how high his stealth check and sleight of hand was, but you know that something fell and that the Chrono Hunter was thrown off, which also told you, and Gurgle had mentioned this as well. I think you might have.
Everybody heard me cast a spell, but nobody...
I mean, we've heard you cast Mage Hand before.
It didn't come from me.
Yeah.
You would have, I would say you'd have a good guess, but you wouldn't know for sure. But whatever the case is, the one thing that Gurgle did point out that you learned from that is it does seem that the Chrono Hunter can be misled. Or the individual that it sent it to also was not in time. In the time they're supposed to be. Who knows?
Gurgle was just 1 in a million lucky.
From there, you returned to Orlaveil's Manor as you were started to have conversations that you didn't believe were best to have in public. Upon returning to Orlaveil's Manor, you guys discussed a few different options on why you should or should not work with Orthalax, as well as a little bit of what your guys' plans are. And then the party effectively split up. Tiku continued to work on her cooking prowess. Gurgle actually decided to return and speak with Vorthalax, gaining a little bit more information, as well as getting confirmation that his real name is Bahamut. Kane spoke with Orlaveil, asking some questions, as well as giving him a gift.
Fully clothed.
You bathe fully clothed?
No, I was in my dragon form in the water. I literally said that.
Imaginations to be left.
Bathe fully clothed?
And then where we are actually going to start, as Zephyr, Kane, and No, I literally said it right and I
Clay.
corrected it. Zephyr, Clay, and Razu wanted to have a quick conversation. So we're actually going to start back in the library just before everyone is convening back for dinner.
Also, I'm assuming your character doesn't know yet because you were on a different floor, right?
No, you guys are all on the same floor. He was just a little bit further back in the
No.
area
about
of the
the
library
book.
that had been
Talk about-
destroyed.
What are you talking about?
Wasn't the area where the book destroyed on the first floor, and him and me were on the second floor. So he went down to the first floor. I
No,
thought.
it was on the second floor. It was just
first-
farther in on the second floor.
First floor is in pristine condition. To the point that, again, you were threatened with death if you were to damage everything on the first floor. That same threat was not... What is the music? What is happening? Okay, this is throwing me off really bad. I'm sorry. That's not my music.
Brother, we are jamming out to the goblins outside, right?
I don't even... I don't know where that was now. I refreshed the page and it's gone. It's fine.
Copyright strike.
Okay, so where we are starting, you have just finished effectively the research you were doing. You gathered the information that we had gone over previously, and you're coming back to meet with them just as you have just been handed the book. That is where we are going to start this.
Does Clay still remember that he gave up something for the information for the book?
Yes, you do. You would still recall the conversation
There
with
was
him.
a transaction. Clay remembers all of his transactions.
He knows why he got the book. He knows that he made a deal to get the book.
Alright.
I know he made. I was wondering if if he knows he got the book because he traded something that he can't remember.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Tiku from over there. I'm gonna wave the book.
Tiku?
Tiku's not there.
Oh, sorry, Razu.
Okay.
Wave the book. Okay.
Zephyr,
I'm gonna.
get over here.
I'm just gonna open it up. Just do a random page.
I'm just about finished here.
He got the book.
Can you speak Draconic?
Why does he have the book?
I don't know.
What are we planning on leaving the book?
I thought so.
I can speak Dwarvish and Elvish.
Did you open it up?
Okay, I walk over.
Unfamiliar letters.
I'm just looking at it. Does it have any pictures?
It has arcanic symbols
Like
as well as
diagrams and-
like spell circles, things like
I
that.
would walk over and forcefully close the book.
Oh, rude.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I mean, it's not forceful, right? Why-
You're
No, he
trying
just-
not to damage the book.
This is what he just told me. He's tried to forcefully close the book. I want a sleight of hand check to see if he does it nimbly or if it's like a...
I mean, the counter argument is that it's no longer the librarians, so he's not risking his life here.
That is true. I'm not too worried about it.
I believe
He also said if we leave it damaged, I'm pretty sure he can fix it if I damage it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
10.
And as you
Did I fail?
quickly reach over and go to shut the book, what's a failure?
Damaging the book past the point of being able to mend it.
Okay. As you reach over and you grab the book, you watch as Razu, with a high level of strength and talons that Burns have, shuts the book, and very much so his claw digs into the side of it as he does forcefully shut the book.
Is that-
Hey, that's a first edition.
Is that past mending?
Not as far as you know. You don't think so.
Okay.
With that, as you shut the book and your talon digs into it a little bit, the librarian looks at it and you see him kind of just grimace.
I'll fix it, but he can't read this yet.
What do you mean you'll fix it?
I'll get you to fix it.
He like almost turning his head up towards you. Just, I knew you shouldn't be up here.
Razu, I'm gonna start charging you.
And he turns and walks towards the entrance to the second floor and starts to go through some books.
Well, okay. Well, handing the book to Zephyr.
I start casting mending on it. It's gonna take a minute.
Quite
Specifically.
Exactly.
Actually, do I have mending prepared? Yeah, let me see if it takes 11 or if it takes.
You can ritual cast.
Oh yeah. Oh,
spirits?
sorry. That's a cantrip.
I was like,
I forgot it's a cantrip. Yeah, 1 minute. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was a level 1 spell.
Yeah. As he's
You
casting.
need to be more careful with those claws.
You need to not read something we literally agreed. That we
agreed
needed
what?
to agree on a decision.
Didn't we decide not to find this thing?
We also
I
agreed
thought we
not to
agreed
read.
not to steal it, but it was beneficial that we knew what it was, why
We
you
all-
would want it.
We also agreed.
But we didn't need
We-
to obtain it.
I mean, that's kind of the best way.
How'd you get this anyways?
Oh, I bought it.
With what?
Do you know? I'm trying hard to think. It was a memory, but I can't remember. By the way, we need to get back to my winery so I can restock.
Your winery. You don't have a winery here.
You have not forgotten about my winery already, Ariel?
There's
Clay
no way
Beekman, Marlowe?
There's no way you can get to your winery right now.
I know, like right now, because we're in the middle, but it's like 500 miles north.
Then I am going to assume that he actually means in our time if we get back. That
makes total sense.
I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, but we have to get finished with this whole Dragon Wars business.
I'm down to 1 bottle.
I mean, yes, and that's unfortunate, but it's going to take a moment. We also got to take care of Tiku.
Okay, yeah, we could take care of Tiku, but we could also take care of Tiku while we're going to my winery.
No, we can't.
Yeah, like, yes, we can.
Remember anything about, we have to deal with the freaking Crystal Eye?
We're already out of the Crystal Eye.
We're literally in it right now.
What? I thought we're out of it. This doesn't look anything like it.
I don't. Are you going senile?
Senile?
Yes.
No, look, I may be in my 40s, but I am not that old.
Maybe you need to lay off the wine. Maybe you have more bottles then.
I am not a wine bibber.
Books mended. Or should I just
Yeah, the book does mend. Also, just so you know, you were there while he was having the conversation.
Correct.
You heard the exchange.
What's going on with him?
He doesn't remember something he shouldn't remember.
I'm looking at the book.
the books?
I haven't opened it, but
As I would then,
I'm just looking at the outside right now.
Make an Arcana check, as there's a spell circle on the front of the book.
I would then point at Zephyr and cast message.
You have message.
He's a bard.
All right.
Razi doing spell does not compute.
That is 19.
19. Okay. Message him real quick. I need to look something. Let me check something.
I would just message you and say,
He forgot how we got here. He thinks this is his reality, from what I can tell.
As you hear him casting the spell.
Actually, message does not have a verbal component. It is only somatic. It is kind of cool.
Is it really?
Yeah. You basically
I thought it
whisper a thing that is inaudible.
Oh, it is somatic. I thought it had a verbal component.
No, that's
No, message is just somatic at this point. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that's good. Did it have
Somatic and material.
Did it used to have verbal?
I don't remember, I'll be honest.
I can actually. Yes, it did.
Okay.
Okay.
The legacy version had verbal. New version does not.
That makes it way better.
It's so much more convenient. I'm
Also-
casting message.
Well, this is actually something important as well. The target and only the target hears not only the message but the whisper.
Correct.
So literally all the.
and
so
can
what that would
reply
look
in a-
like.
But actually, I can only reply. I have to reply in a whisper still, though. Is what
But
it,
the target is the
Oh,
only
okay.
one who actually hears you. You both only hear each other.
The only thing
It's
is.
basically like
okay.
a one-way
Okay,
tunnel.
okay.
Or a
The
two-way
only
tunnel.
thing is whoever casted it literally would pull out a copper wire. So it'd be like he's like almost mouthing words to you with a copper wire.
If you've seen Not in Campaign 2, he literally does
or
like, the
or a
leaf
spell
thing.
focus.
Or spell focus, yes.
Yeah.
To the point that I might allow people to read lips on this.
Yeah, actually, I think
It would
legit.
definitely work, yeah.
Carry on.
Kill me, I could do it.
Although you could also just...
True. But if you didn't.
True.
Okay, sorry. What did you say again? I got distracted. Confused.
He doesn't remember how he got here. This is reality, from what I can tell. It's better we leave it that way.
He traded his memories. I mean, I guess him will stop the Chrono Hunter from coming for us.
So unless we inform him, he can't mess up again.
We'll let the rest of the party know. We'll figure out this is a problem later. I think
You-
it's okay.
You said you got a 19?
Yes.
Yes.
You recognize, so if the spell circle on the front, there's no like name for the spell, anything like that. But parts of the spell circle to you are the School of Divination, but it's mixed with something else.
Divination is like scrying and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't want to really figure out what this is, considering that he told us about it.
One other thing I would say you notice, so you see you would see effectively arcane runes that would tell you that this is a spell of divination. You also find markings that would lead you to believe that effectively would translate to like loop divination.
LOOP?
Like just
So, loop. So
Gosh, dang it.
effectively
Okay.
time magic.
This is something that Zephyr has been planning to look into anyways. Oh god damn it.
And then-
Fine. I'm gonna look through this for a moment.
I would say
Ideally, if you figure out it's information we shouldn't know, you can just trade it back to the librarian.
guess that's true. Alright. I'm reading through it.
Okay. As you start to read through it, I first need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh good. Okay.
As a very similar sensation suddenly almost like rather than it
16.
being
would give
You have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage?
from the pool.
Oh yeah. 21.
One. Okay. You cannot bardically inspire him. You would have had to do so before he elected to read the book.
Okay.
Okay, so you said 21.
Yes.
You're not inspiring enough.
Okay, so as you open the book and you start to read the first effectively paragraph, you get to the end of it and you realize you don't know what you just read. When you're reading like a school book and you read through a whole page and you're like, wait a minute, what just happened on that page? And for a moment,
ADHD's kicking in again. No.
for a moment, you almost find yourself a little bit lost in thought, but you don't know what you're thinking about. And then as you almost kind of like shake it off, this feeling is very familiar. Almost to the point that it like triggers a slight humming in your ear. As you shake it off and you start to read it again, this time you're actually able to start to read through the beginnings of this spell. You're able to determine fairly quickly, this is a version of the spell Foresight. But the actual casting components of it, typically it's verbal, somatic, and material. Taking the material of a hummingbird feather, it's clear that the material for this spell has been altered into what it refers to in the spell, or in this book, multiple different times at multiple different states of it, as a currency that must be used. And it just simply keeps referring back to the currency. Almost like a proper name.
Soul coins?
Perhaps not. The spell has also been altered slightly to where when the spell is cast, it will loop, and it'll put you through a loop effectively. Rather than having foresight to see the foresight of one action giving you advantage, it would loop it until you hit the point that you wanted at the end of it, effectively searching for a
Modes of
person.
Infinite?
So,
Quite similar.
Razu, looking through this and piecing this environment together,
It is also a rune weaving spell that would take about a day to cast.
I think this book gets used with or without us. I'm gonna guess the currency is probably everyone that doesn't make it.
I think only you should read it, because if you give the information to the librarian, we can't give it to him because he already knows it.
Well, I can't read it. It's some form of Draconic. I can't read Draconic.
You cannot speak Draconic, right?
I can't speak Draconic now.
That's all right. Seems to be written in common.
Worst case scenario, I could cast comprehend languages if I needed to. So
Even when
you
you
read the DM?
opened up the book,
Yeah.
that first, like, starting to read over it, there was that sensation, and then
Okay.
looking at it,
Yeah.
it seemed to be uncommon. Even as you look over your shoulder a little bit, by the way, it's still in Draconic.
Yep.
it
Draconic.
seems perfectly legible to me.
Oh, I didn't know you could speak Draconic.
I can't.
But it's in Draconic.
It's uncommon for me. Just trust it.
Magic.
Well, only you should read it, so you can trade it back to librarian if it's pertinent.
It's going to get used with or without us, I think. Because I think the currency that's going to be used is going to be a lot of the people here. And since this happens, anyways, means it's going to happen with or without us. I'd rather it happened with us.
Well, I mean, we
So
could
you want
just,
us to manipulate the outcome for a better outcome?
Well, no,
Probably.
Razu. Here's the thing: is we can copy this book and then take that knowledge. Oh, so we could just copy it, and then whoever has that book and uses it can use it. And we just still have that knowledge with us, and we could use it against them.
I believe it's only a one-time deal, from what I can tell so far. Am I wrong?
Sorry, one more time.
It's a one-time use situation, almost.
Like you can't copy the spell book?
Like it seems like it would be really hard to replicate.
Yeah, so as far as the experience you have right now, you've not found a rune weaving spell that has been a multicast spell. There's none. You have not been able to copy it down. All rune weaving spells seem to be almost like created like a consumable.
Another thing for it, with the currency, and it refers to the currency, would he be able to know roughly how much currency we're talking about?
It simply just refers to the currency.
Who is the author?
What'd you get? He's 21.
It was a 19.
It was a 19 on his
the
Arcana check. 21 on the Wisdom.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's what it was. As you get to the end of the book, there where you would find your author, there is symbols that you do not recognize. They are not rune weaving, nor are they arcanic, but they're also not a language that you know. Not even to the point that you can recognize it.
Can I jot down the shapes?
Yeah, so you effectively would just make a
Okay.
almost like a copy.
So I figured this was gonna be easier just to like show the rune weaving people.
Hey, what does this mean? It means this.
than having you have to make the wisdom save.
I mean, I got advantage. Might as well use it.
You're able to jot it down.
I think we need to take this. Although, are you sure you're okay with leaving your memories here?
I mean, sure. I can't really remember when I left.
I mean, I'm just gonna.
I guess if I don't, if I can't remember, it's not that important, right?
You're gonna be really weirded out in the next few days.
You, as you say that, you kind of like finish going through the book. You hear the librarian from a little bit. Again, he'd moved down near the entrance, and he would seem to have been putting in a book. As you say, "Are you okay with leaving your memories here?" He says, "If you're not," and he taps the book on the shelf.
Good to know. All right.
Do you offer it up to just be recovered, but you still have the information?
You can try.
That sounded like a threat.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's because you keep hurting their books.
I stopped doing that.
Did you? I'm pretty sure I just fixed this one.
That was for my respect. For the fact that we agreed that this was information we should not throw out lightly.
But Rosa, be good to the books or on the librarians.
Librarian seems to have almost started to ignore Razu after the damage on the book.
I don't know. This might be Razu's last day in the library.
As long as we make it out. So I think we. So oh yeah, I didn't tell you what I found back there. So it seems that evidence of what I could only assume is the process to make the cube of the infinite
Wow.
destroyed. It seems that's where the information tends to lead to.
And we knew Bahamut is the one that destroyed it? The librarian told us that?
Well, he didn't say Bahamut, but yeah, we know it's that guy.
Bahamut.
Technically, it was never confirmed. However, it was
Yeah.
strongly implied that Vorthalax is the one who burnt down that part of the library.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying to cover this up.
Also, the only one that confirmed that he was Bahamut was me.
I assume.
I know, which is why I didn't say that in character.
I assume also Rudars is probably going to get enlisted if he's not already.
Do you think Rodars is around at this time?
Oh, for sure. I already asked about that.
Technically, you asked if Orlaveil knew him, and Orlaveil said no.
No, I'm pretty sure I got confirmation somewhere. I vaguely remember getting confirmation.
You're
I know
both
he
right.
was lying, but I only know it was I and Gargle who figured that out.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't remember. It's been too long.
are you able to check out that book?
Both of you are right.
Okay.
Orlaveil said no, and you did get it confirmed.
All right. So I don't know. Like, I think we just gotta take it with us. I mean, it's better in our hands than here, where it's just gonna get taken anyways.
So,
But it's only being taken because we took it. I'm not gonna think about it.
do you think the
Is it only
information...
taken because we took it? I mean, that's what taking it kind of.
No, I'm talking about, like, if we don't take it, would someone else just take it, which is implied, but is that
Ortholex.
actually what happens? And I go on this, like, huge, just, like,
Why are
crazy
you talking in the
theoristic-
past tense?
It's a paradox.
As you guys continue to wrap up the conversation, that is where we're going to transition to dinner.
Yeah.
And you guys are all gonna.
And I'm still, like, theorizing about it, talking about
And
it,
I'm
going in circles.
Still confused as why he's talking in the past tense.
Starting dinner with confusion and attempted explanation. The dinner today, again, is quite exotic. The dinner this day appears to be a minotaur that has been effectively flayed, just fully on the table. Down from his feet up to his head. The horns even have almost been hollowed out, and the marrow and the calcium within it seems to have been almost boiled and melted into some kind of almost what appears to be dipping sauce, as Tiku is trying it and has been helping to work on this.
So is this you said that it's flayed? So are we talking is this tartare? Is it roasted? Is it cooked? What?
It is cooked. This would be roasted. In fact, it almost looks like it was roasted under dragon's breath. As closer to the surface of it, it's a little bit more charred, almost burnt. The fur has actually not been removed as well from the outside. Again, it's almost just like they just removed the face, the chest, the front of the arms, and he's effectively just laid on the table, almost like a human cadaver. The organs
Smells like steak.
inside of him have almost been inside his gut. It almost appears to have made a soup, as they've almost created a slight basin out of the bones in his stomach, making some kind of a organic soup, we'll say.
I think there are bones in the stomach.
No. They used his bones to make a basin in his stomach.
What do you call this?
Effectively bent the ribs into a
So is this chest caved in because there's no support?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and this is actually where all the majority of the meat from the upper body is centralized on his torso. The arms flayed and the legs flayed. Most of the meat has been removed. It almost appears to be more for aesthetic. They in the legs where the quads would be, they've put in what appears to be fruits. There's a little bit of bread, and then in his hands, or almost laying on his hands, there's 2 pitchers of what appears to be some kind of a wine.
I
I
think-
typically like to eat my food not knowing what it looked like before.
As you
I
say
think some of the
that,
wine.
Batal places a plate in front of you that appears to be just a nicer steak.
Are we sure this isn't
Appreciate it.
a cultist sacrifice?
I'm gonna take
Tiku's no, this is great.
I'm gonna take
Tiku just starts to serve
some of the
herself.
wine and pour it in a goblet.
Not quite as aged as some of your own, but still quite good.
You know what this reminds me of?
This reminds you of something.
Yeah, about 3 years ago, I was betting in an underground fight club. There's this minotaur called the Black Death. Guy was ferocious, beat a guy to death with a stick. Kind of reminds me of him. As I cut off
Hold
a
up,
piece of the
corpse reminds you of any other Minotaur you've seen. Good to know.
as I cut off a part of the pectoral muscle.
Okay.
You want some belly soup?
No.
Tastes like a very, very fine steak. Very similar in flavor
Hey,
to like
Razu.
a tomahawk if you've ever had.
Didn't we know someone that beat someone with a stick?
I think so. Didn't
Anyway.
you kill him?
I suppose we should discuss what we've learned. I learned more about the book.
Oh, I got the book. Give it to Zephyr.
As I'm like, I'll explain, and I go
We
over my
didn't steal
long
it.
explanation again.
Starts to
talking in the
explain
past tense.
how the idea of
Kane's
would
like,
it have been okay.
How
if you
did this
didn't
go
steal it?
so wrong so quickly?
We're not gonna get the book. We have the book. What the fuck? I thought we discussed not to acquire the book.
I thought we just weren't going to
Didn't you just hear my explanation?
That was 10 minutes of you talking.
Yes.
Yeah, it
That's
made no
explaining
sense.
why we
It's
have the
talking in the
book.
past tense.
All right. Clay, did you not hear that we were not planning on acquiring the book?
I heard that we were planning on not stealing it.
Acquiring.
Stealing.
In any sort of form
Like we
of the
were going to
word.
steal it for...
I almost didn't want to even
Right.
look into it, but ultimately we decided to. He already grabbed the book. I kind of read a little bit of it, and I assumed, based
When-
off the evidence,
yeah, I already
that
bought it.
this is going to get used for a ritual to probably sacrifice a whole bunch of people here, and
We are not giving it to Vorthalax under any
Yeah,
circumstances.
we never said we were.
we just need to curate what this gets used for. I think it's going to get used with or without us.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. We
No.
have it. How is it going to get used without us?
It's going to get used.
You know
This
what that
isn't
spell
going
does.
You don't know the future.
Yes, I don't know the future. Anyone listening in?
What? You know what that spell does. It's
I have a general idea.
it overrides someone. It supplants them. It removes their will. It forces an individual to not be able to think anymore.
But I'm trying to figure
Wait.
out what gets used, like how
So,
it gets
like,
used, though.
dominate person.
Think of that, but a more permanent, much more egregious example.
But
Gaze.
how does it get used?
I did never heard of that before.
Oh, it's a high level spell.
That's ultimately what we need to figure out.
We're not using it.
No, we need to figure out how it gets used.
What do you mean how it gets used? Are you
Gets used. I'm almost sure of it.
Did you tell
On
us
who?
how you think it, how
Your
it sort of
grammar's
works?
all on. It's how it will be used.
who
Yes. of how
will
would
it be used on?
I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out.
Have you told us roughly what you think it works, or just sacrifice a bunch of people?
Yeah, my long explanation explained all my craziness.
All right.
That in the 10-minute explanation, he also
I was
explained
confirming
what he
that I
was able to
wasn't
figure out
metagaming
about
knowledge.
No, you're good.
Can I look at the book myself? I mean, at this point, it's
Also, I explained the whole library thing.
well,
being
during
burnt.
during the 10-minute conversation.
what?
Can I look at the,
The
book
library
myself
being
to
burnt.
confirm his
And what I got
information,
from
as
that.
it's technically different from what Orlaveil told me?
As long as he lets you.
I would try
Sorry.
to read the book during the 10-minute conversation.
Before you do that, this is who wrote it.
do I see the name
Either of you
Lorthun?
read this.
Yes, you would.
What's it
written
in?
in what your preferred language would be Draconic, right? It's written in Draconic.
Yes, it's the author, Lorthun.
What? I don't think I know this person. Who do I know?
Yeah, Kane has said it once before, technically.
Said the name, yes.
Who's Lorthun?
Their trial master.
Pointing at who?
The one that ate them.
Yes.
Didn't pick him up much of a writer.
Didn't either.
Gurgle wouldn't be here.
Yes, he is.
Hiram said everyone.
He's literally
met
met back up for dinner.
So
You went out to speak with Vorthalax. He went to speak with Orlaveil. They were studying in the library. You guys all
Message.
finished those things and have grouped
Because now
back
it's
up for
quiet.
dinner.
Now you can actually cast it subtly.
You guys
So-
are together. You're
so-
for sure here.
the book has the same effect as the cube when you read it. Pass your will over it. I don't know what happens if you fail, if it's going to be the same as the cube or what. So, if you want to read it, at your own risk.
Man, I never had to make a save when
I will risk it.
You don't know that. I'm messaging this because I don't want to explain it.
Well, I
don't
mean,
want,
to
like,
the DM,
other
I
people have.
was reading it, and I never had to make that save.
You were trying to read it and you couldn't.
Okay,
I will risk it.
I could read it.
so it's not like the cube.
Not exactly.
Okay,
I think it's,
I mean, also, you can look at the cube as long as it's not humming, and you're fine.
That's not true.
That's
Alright.
what Hiram said. Unless you look at it with intent.
You can glance. Yeah, true. That.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Behold.
Goddamn.
nice.
I got advantage.
Make an Arcana check.
I do not have advantage. Can I guidance this?
Oh wait, wisdom saving throw isn't the advantage one. I was trying to remember which one you had.
I'll guidance him through it.
That works.
he's within 5 feet of me.
34. And then your...
Isn't blessed for saving throws not guidance?
This isn't a saving
No,
throw.
no, this is for his Arcana.
25. You are not only able to confirm.
I'm more so trying to, because from the description he told me is that this is a spell of, as you said, foresight, but how Orlaveil explained it was basically like dominate monster. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to determine where the overlap is.
The answer is
Terrifying.
while he was able to pick up I suddenly forget the school. What's the school called?
Divination.
Divination. While he was able to pick up the divination school with your slightly higher arcana and also going off of the back of what Zephyr had already told you, you're able to pick up elements of both the school of enchantment as well as necromancy. There are 3 schools of magic that are interwoven into this spell. You are, especially because you knew you were looking for it, able to find effectively bits that would lead you towards the dominate person. There are... It's almost as if they pick and choose. Zephyr was able to pick up the pieces of Foretell and that spell.
Foresight.
Foresight, yes. You're able to pick up pieces of Dominate Monster. Specifically Dominate Monster, as that's the 8th level one,
Yeah,
that have been
7th
interweaved
level.
into this spell. And then both like kind of conferring with Zephyr as you're going through this, utilizing both of your knowledge. You guys pick up elements of a 3rd spell, but you don't recognize the 3rd one.
Can I spend a little bit of time to try and figure it out?
If you want to make another wisdom saving throw.
I feel like it's important, yeah.
With Zephyr, hold up.
I have not said
Yeah.
my
With
name
him
yet.
saying the cube saving throw, and understanding that's such stuff to mess with, I would have given you Bardic Inspiration for that one.
I mean,
If you guys are
I would-
conversing about the book while I was there.
Yeah, I think that's
fair enough.
You can do it, Kane.
I guess so.
I'm a
I can
star.
use it after the roll, correct?
I believe you
So-
can with this one.
I will not use it as I got a dirty 30. And if the dirty 30 is not enough, then, well, shit.
You guys are able to pick up the components of what you would think to be the last spell involved with this. Is 30 is the DC.
That was my wisdom save. If I needed to make another Arcana
Apologies,
check.
you do need to make another Arcana check.
I assume I still have his guidance, and
Yes.
I will use the inspiration now. Well,
You only have to use it after you
Well,
You
roll.
have to use it if
You know what the check is. You did not lose yourself reading it.
28.
Hey, you
I rolled a
still
7.
you still are unable to determine what this spell is, but you guys are able to find a connection to whatever the currency is connected to the necromantic spell.
The one that we can't determine.
There's a 3rd spell that has been interwoven into this rune weave.
I should have just let you get
Say
talking.
weave. There's
Zephyr should've
a
guided us.
3rd spell that
Isn't
has
it called
been
the thread?
the spell itself.
Oh, okay.
So it is rune weaving, and I'm kind of thinking about calling a multi-pronged
Just a
spell
weave.
just a weave. There's a third one involved again, and it's connected to the currency. It's likely how the spell gets the currency, but you don't know what that one is.
Your assumption of it being souls is, at least, given credence as it is a necromantic spell in origin.
One last thing that you guys would notice as well, and you're both able to notice this. As soon as he points out to you the extra spell schools, you immediately you're able to start to see it. It's almost like there were lines that were missing when you read it for some reason. And then in a similar fashion, as you guys continue to delve into it and you find the necromantic spell, the lines that link the currency to the spell almost seem to reveal themselves as you study the book more.
At this point, Ken would probably rub his head. I could continue to look at this, but I'd probably want to wait a little bit. After my experimentation and its failure, my mind is degrading tonight.
I mean, that's fine. I don't think we should spend too much time looking at this thing anyways.
I still recommend we do not use this under any circumstance.
I think it's going to get used one way or another.
Unless we bring it...
We just need to use it in the right way.
Unless we remove it as an option.
I think it gets used one way or another.
If we bring it with us.
I think it's going to happen.
I suppose it's possible.
Unless something else happens, but this seems pretty close to what's probably going to happen here.
Why do you say that?
Unless there's multiple copies.
Because we know everyone dies. I messaged that.
How do you know everybody dies?
Because it's written in the lore of the Dragon Wars.
I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about how did you know that the spell is what causes everybody to die?
If you remember...
Because what he figured out
It's
about
just
the
lots
room that was burned.
It's a lot of correlation.
If you remember Tiku's vision, she saw everyone
correlation does
here
make
dead within a
causation.
week.
It's a lot of evidence.
There's a lot of circumstantial evidence towards Zephyr's claim.
Also, Forthalak said he would get it one way or another. We could just get it to him faster.
Correct. It's also possible there's more than one copy.
So
I mean, if the rider's the Red Dragon, couldn't he just beat it out of the Red one?
It's possible.
no, because he traded it into the library for something else.
If you can learn something, you can always learn it again.
Maybe, but he'd have to rediscover everything he has in that book.
So,
which,
Correct.
One quick point of clarification, because it was 2 weeks ago. Razu specifically asked about this, and the librarian said if you try and relearn what you give to him, he, in a similar way, said, you could try.
I feel like an ancient dragon would try.
The implication was that you can't. I know that he got that because we talked about it afterwards, but
okay.
this is something that Razu could repeat to everyone. The implication from the librarian was that if you trade him something, you are giving it to him, and it's not something that you can recover unless you trade back for it.
The librarian did say.
He literally claims the intellectual knowledge.
The
He effectively copyrights that.
The only thought process I have is that, well, yes, that might be true to an extent. No magic is technically forever, is my thought process, unless this librarian is similar to entropy.
I was just telling you what he told you.
Yeah, just making sure.
But
It wouldn't-
I have the thought process of, like, there is a way to relearn it.
One other real quick thing, I had to double check this, but it is true. For the three of you, the circle, the runic circle on the front of the book, isn't there. You two are the only ones that can see it. Tiku can't see it either.
He can't see it either?
Gurgle can't, Clay can't, and neither can Razu.
And the
Also-
runic circle of the looping divination?
They don't even see the spell circle on the front of the book.
Okay.
I'm trying to make my bardic inspiration make a little bit more sense. So how I actually did it.
Did you intimidate people? Because if they fail,
No,
you're going to
no.
kill them.
Because Razu studied in some books some pressure points, and with me going into medicine, I'd learned how to effectively massage you to give you certain aspects to work better, because there's certain remedies you can do to massage your brain to make you be able to.
I don't know if I ever
Think a
want
little
I
Roger
was
to give me a
gonna say I
massage.
would not
Which
want
is fair.
your inspiration.
Not
Which
after
is
you
fair.
saw what he did to that
With
book.
that being the case, with that being story, if you're intimidated by it and you don't want it, you can say no. But let
with
me
that,
tell you,
just so
I
you
got
know,
some pretty A
That-
plus.
that's melee
so-
range to use bardic
Also,
inspiration, by
yes,
the way.
you just turned your bardic inspiration into a melee range skill.
To be fair, that makes total sense.
That's fine.
That's all right.
No, this is fine. That's totally reasonable. But just so you know, your bardic inspiration is now melee range.
He's cucked me over with my own descriptions in the past.
I don't care. I think that makes perfect sense.
Cool.
Okay.
I was just making
And
sure.
I
Carry
think
on.
that's something Razu could feasibly do, and it kind of makes sense.
He definitely is good at like digging in.
Razu, do you want to massage my arm?
Sure. Pretty good at it, actually.
You showed your left arm, and I was so confused, and then you raised your right one.
You probably won't feel it, but from what I know, isn't Dragonstone alive?
I'm not going to trust you, Razu.
Your loss.
I still say, under the information we have now, I would be personally opposed to utilizing it in any fashion.
Are you fine with someone else just using it then? Because that's what's going to happen.
The information we have now, that does not mean we cannot acquire more.
Yes.
Okay,
But
let's,
you know.
let's run the scenario. Let's say, for instance, I'm correct, and this will get used with or without us. It's a trolley problem, right?
Correct.
Either we let the 3 people die, or we decide to turn the tracks and hit the 1 person.
But the counter-argument here is that it will take a day to cast. We only have, assuming, 3 days left of this festival.
I wasn't saying as much as we cast the spell ourselves, but we need to alter the casting so it benefits us the most.
But that would mean we'd have to determine who's going to be the caster.
I have a pretty good idea.
Are you talking about yourself?
No.
Oh, he's talking about Vorthalax.
What does it mean, Bahamut?
The who?
What?
Isn't that a god?
I wasn't quite sure on that.
You're saying you got it confirmed?
Yeah, he told me.
We can get you guys buddies or something. You can't have the book.
I didn't ask
Okay,
for the
just
book.
making sure. Just making sure.
Also, if I wanted it, I would take it.
You can't have the book.
Clay. Bahamut isn't a familiar name. There's no
Who's,
gods by the name of
Who's
Bahamut.
Bahamut?
Oh, that's.
We figured it out in the
Part of
library.
your 10-minute discussion is what I assumed.
Right,
Of
but,
his.
I don't know if I would explain that.
but
He's-
here's the thing. Like, I don't know who Bahamut is. Is this something?
I just messaged both of them the information.
We just want
I would also then do some kind of performance check and just be like,
Oh yeah, me and Zephyr read about it in the library.
Ooh,
Go ahead and make a performance. Or deception. That would just be deception. That's not performance.
would that be against my
you're
insight?
So you both
Passive
know
insight, unless you're trying
that
to.
He has.
Unless you're trying to incite him.
Okay.
Lost his memories
He
of-
cucked himself.
Yeah.
13, baby,
of the
easy.
Hey.
present future.
They read about it in a book.
It's good thing.
Effectively, what that would confirm for you, though, is him not knowing about it means that Bahamut is not a god in this time. The name seems to be unknown. Also, memories from the future seem to be gone from Clay as well.
Wait a minute.
How's he know about his winery?
Bahamut you knew about in current times.
No, but that's not what you said previously. You
He
said
would-
I would consider this as the future, as
You
in
do.
I've not
As your
gone back in
present.
time.
You do, but the name Bahamut. So, I will make one correction. The name Bahamut is simply not something that you would associate with a god. You would associate it with a powerful dragon, effectively justifying it in. You would justify it in current time. So that's the better way to say it. I apologize.
That makes more sense.
It wouldn't be that Bahamut isn't a name that you know. It's that you don't know of a god named Bahamut in current time.
But if I don't if I don't know I'm in the past.
You
said I have all my memories of before I came.
so all your memories, you justify that they are in the present.
But if I come from the future and I have those memories with me, I know he's a god.
Think modify memory to where it is.
But then how
slightly
would I
doctored.
know what is mine in the present?
You would still. So again, this is why I need to make the slight correction. You would still believe Bahamut is a dragon. It's just when they refer to him as a god, you would simply think, oh no, he's just like a super powerful dragon. They must be thinking of him in a higher light than I would think of him.
Okay.
You would just effectively justify it to the current time.
And Bahamut would be, in his mind, a powerful dragon way over in the bottom right of the continent?
You would have no idea where he is.
The problem is we don't know where Bahamut is.
Doesn't he have a city? Am I
I
crazy?
mean,
in our current time, does Bahamut not have a city?
Baklaval is what you're thinking of. Yes.
Baklaval is one of the only 2 cities that is truly dedicated to a god.
Let's be careful what we say here.
I didn't say that. Okay.
Right now, I think Clay's ignorance is very helpful in this case.
Well, ignorant. I know Bahamut's not a god. He's just a great worm.
Exactly, proving my point. So, I think as far as this book's concerned, it's going to be you and Gurgles as far as trying to make it work in the best interest of everyone. Excluding Volterac.
Well, should we not ask Earl how his conversation went?
Orthalax. There we go.
Seems he figured out a good deal if he got his name.
Yeah, I mean, went about like I expected. He wants us to work with him. He wants us to give him the book. He wants to use it on his sister.
Did he say?
Specifically. Just so you know. He gave
We're
up
definitely not allowing that.
He gave up that piece of information.
Did he say why he wants us?
To work with him?
Correct.
Because he thunderbolted like 20 dragons. And he saw it.
I think it's 29.
I think it's more like he's fascinated by us more than anything.
Also, he said he had an informant.
It's like when you're sitting there and you see like a really good performer, and you're like, they should come work for me.
Is
Kinda
this
like that.
your interpretation or his words?
I mean, it's kind of his words, but it's also my interpretation. Kind of both.
Actually, kind of a theory. Vorthalax had an informant.
He doesn't want to kill his sister. He's very, very truthful about that part. However, he's also got motives on motives on motives, though.
He does not.
Everything he says is like he means it, but he also has like 2 other reasons that he doesn't say out loud. You know.
He does not want to kill his sister. He wants to turn her into a mindless slave.
Okay, I think we need to have this conversation a little differently.
While you're looking at that.
I want to turn to Batal.
I'm going to start ritual casting a spell. So it's going to be 10 minutes. It's a telepathic bond.
Okay.
So I want to turn to Batal, and I want to say, out of curiosity, are there any gods of dragons? I know there's the Dragon King, but I was wondering if there were any dragons that were divine.
Not since the last was disposed. The Dragon King overthrew the previous dragon god.
Do you know his title or his name?
Lost.
I could be misremembering this because it has been a long time, but I was almost positive you said that Bahamut and Tiamat usurped the previous Bahamut and Tiamat.
No, they usurped the king. The
Okay.
reason, so what you guys, as far as what you guys know from like history and what you've learned, the reason that the dragons lose the dragon wars is because Bahamut and Tiamat betray the dragons.
Okay.
Effectively, the dragons were going to win the war until Bahamut and Tiamat betrayed the dragons.
Okay, and Bahamut and Tiamat have been Bahamut and Tiamat since the Dragon Wars.
As far as you know, the only caveat there is Bahamut and Tiamat are stations.
Yeah.
If someone becomes a god, they would usurp the title, and the only god that's ascent is recalled in current history is Bane.
But we also saw that Bane
And Talos.
Yeah, we also saw, well, no one knows about Talos.
Yeah, but you guys do.
Yes. But we also saw Bahamut at the same time as Bane. So what I'm asking is, like, is it logical that, or can I confirm that the Vorthalax is present-day Bahamut? Is there any way to?
They have
confirm
the same features.
Okay.
Stands to reason, yes.
Okay.
How would he? He didn't see the current newborn. I thought he was the only one that
He
saw
did,
it.
but he told you guys exactly what they look like.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think we've seen Vorthlax's true form because he literally said in the conversation with me that he was not showing his true form on purpose.
No, that's because he said if he showed up as a dragon, the pure
But we've seen him
fear
in dragon form.
when he was not around people.
Well, I'm saying
He showed up in his elven form to not have his draconic fear cause
He was
panic.
literally
That's not what
right
I'm
next to
talking
the
about.
festival.
No, in the part where we picked the dragons, we picked which dragon to go through. He was in his dragon form.
Yeah, but that was
Huh?
up on the mountain with people that
no
were
one
competing,
around.
not the festival.
I am aware.
That was
What
only
I'm
people that were
saying is-
competing.
What I'm saying is that dragon form wasn't his real dragon form either, which means we wouldn't have seen his real dragon form, which means you wouldn't be able to know.
That's
see-
not what Vorthalax told you. Unless I'm misremembering. Vorthalax told you that his elven form, you basically had asked, why are you in your elven form? And he
That's
basically
not-
said,
that's not
I'm
what
not
I-
going to take my true form.
That's not what
To
I
not
asked.
scare the
That's-
masses.
That's not what I asked. I said why isn't he in his dragon form if he hates humans?
Yeah.
And it was to not scare the festival. So
Same
he is
difference.
actually remembering accurately in this
I know,
case.
but we saw him in his dragon form and he wasn't that
And
scary.
he
is what I'm
wasn't-
saying.
We didn't get close enough to get for his fear to actually proc
We
it.
only knew he was a smaller purple dragon?
Yeah.
He's a small,
He's a
like literally, he's a
medium-sized-
medium creature.
He's
dragon.
the same size as Kane.
Well,
and
you
Kane
can
is tiny.
you can just let me know when I saw Nick's.
That's what I said. The only one that would be able to put that together is him.
You saw an ancient wormling dragon for sure, or sorry, an ancient
And when
great worm.
Also,
I was
I'm pretty
also
sure I've
pretty
An ancient
sure.
great room that was purple.
I was also
Funnily enough, I have a question.
I was also pretty sure when
Does Tiamat resemble any dragons I've seen, or specifically now, because Razu would have just had this thought,
You see
does it
any
have a
five-headed
red
dragons?
head? And does the red head look like the author of the book?
It does.
that one would be the only one that I feel like would actually make sense because he would just maybe be a little bit bigger version of himself.
Also,
I feel like the purple one wouldn't even look the same. 'cause
I'm almost
During-
positive I've
when
seen
he
Bahamut.
saw the image of the three
these
people standing around the cube talking about the creation of the cube, I thought they were all like mega giants.
Correct. But
Compared
that
to
doesn't
me,
mean- Most people can look at a picture of a child and be like, oh yeah, I can see the similarities.
To Razu, what was Bahamut would seem, it would be a trajectory where you could be like, yeah, I could see that dragon grew up into that. That's the recollection.
I
that you'd
wasn't
be able to
saying that it's 100% guaranteed. I was saying, is it logical to assume
can I make
I was saying that he would be the only one that even would be able to attempt
I
that.
guarantee you I've seen Bahamut
So-
before.
from the interpretation when I heard Tiamat talking, he like snapped back at himself, and there were multiple different color heads. So like traditional Tiamat, it's like the five
There were
elements.
5 heads.
There's 5
Isn't
dragon
it
heads.
dark, light, fire, water, lightning?
Black, red, blue, green, and white. No. Black, blue, green,
They're,
red.
they're the chromatic dragons.
Something like that. Regardless,
On.
Black, red, blue, green. It is white.
It is white.
Okay. I'm like,
I'm surprised you didn't remember that because of the fight we had. when
I
it was
know.
snow.
I just brain, not braining.
I think Nick's
wait.
brain with the heads is thinking Yu-Gi-Oh.
I was thinking of five-headed dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh, but we're going to try to do a history check and compare each head and see if I can figure out from every dragon that I can even think about. I would like mark out red so I wouldn't remember a bunch of red dragons, but try to like match heads to certain
mean-
dragons I've seen.
Make a history check.
I'm
Just so you
curious.
know, this is going to be insanely hard.
The princess is a white dragon, right?
Say
Yes.
godlike.
No,
She is.
she's silver.
She's silver and she's
Silfarion is silver.
she's a
That's the whole reason that her name is Silfarion. I thought.
no, it is. She's silver going on white, but
I'm curious. I would also make that comparison specifically if that
It's like,
makes it
I'm not
decent-
getting with
easy.
no chromatic dragon.
It's not even that. It's that he literally told me it was silver.
so
I am using.
she's a silver dragon with a white dragon father, and she has inherited pieces of it. It's why I believe when I was describing, she was silver with almost going on platinum color.
Yeah.
Which is why Kayla was like, I have to eat this dragon. The going on platinum is the white
okay.
that comes
make that
from
into a pillow.
that comes from the Dragon King.
I used a charge of Kenku recall for that. I don't know if that comparison, the white dragon specifically, would make a difference. but I'd also specifically be doing it for every dragon I thought relatively important. I would
Have you
compare
make
the
a
king's
check
head.
for
I would
each-
compare the queen.
I'm gonna have
The
you make a
queen
check
doesn't
for
have one.
each dragon
Queen
head.
didn't-
I mean,
Did I
Queen
see
didn't
the
check.
the game master guy that was writing on the paper? Did I ever see him in dragon form?
nope.
We never saw him. Okay.
So, Nate, the only two powerful dragons we've seen were Laffoon, the red one, and the black one that got fucking bodied.
yeah, but I would also be recalling everyone I saw that people were talking to in the games and
mostly
taking
he's
on their
just doing a
trials.
history check to see if
Because
he
those would be
remembers
like a little bit bigger deal dragons, I'm assuming.
what- He's mostly just doing a history check
I
to
would
check
think that-
what if he remembers what
Tiamat looked like.
Tiamat
I
looked
would
like.
think that the
Tiamat.
easiest ones for
Yeah.
you to compare.
And again,
would
I'm
just
gonna
be
have
the
you roll for
game
each head.
ones.
So I need 5 separate history checks.
So we're gonna do the
Except
white
for
one.
the sorry, 4 because
We're gonna do the white one first. The white one's going to be a 24.
very weathered, almost war-scarred dragon head. Does not remind you at all of Sylpharion, as she is very pristine, almost like she looks like she hasn't taken damage in battle. The white dragon head of Tiamat was scarred. One of their eyes was just completely removed, and it was like a scar was gouged out in the side of their head.
Does it remind me of the king?
Very much so, actually.
Did I hear the white one talk? Because if I remember correctly, during that event, the red one snapped, and I think only one of them was talking, and then the red one snapped at one. I think I only heard 2 of
The
them talk.
white spoke, and then the red snapped at it.
Okay.
black
We're
one
just going to
also
be
spoke.
doing...
Yes, and the black. It was 3 of them. He's right. The blue dragon and the green dragon did not speak.
Okay.
3 more.
Is it enough that I would, like... the same assumption as the red one being...
No,
the
this
red
would be more of like you would think of it as like a relative of the Dragon King.
relative or potentially possible, depending on how events played out.
It was also a long time ago.
All right.
Take the keen mind feat.
Right. Yeah, because like this is what
I
5
guess
years.
5, 6 years in game now.
Oh,
4
Yeah.
charges
I thought
of
it was
King
during his
recall for this one,
memorial.
then.
No,
puts me at one
he
now.
caught the
During
vision
Weird.
of that way early on, like when you guys
Yeah.
were running from Weirn
Yeah.
before stream.
Okay, another 24.
24 for which head?
Yeah.
Black next.
I thought it was during the Ottercall Woods when he did his Blood Hunter thing.
The black dragon resembles the black dragon that you
That
saw
died?
Sylpharion body.
That's when he went into the thing to speak to the
Okay.
voices. That
Blue
was
dragon.
wrong.
Well, actually, here. Do you remember Razu seeing a vision of an elf and Tiamat and Bahamut?
No, that happened in
Jasmine?
Zopakar.
I was pretty sure it
I
did
thought it
as
was
well.
the Ottercall Woods.
No, that happened in
Which
Zopakar.
was still
I
before
guarantee it.
stream.
Also,
No, it was-
the
it was-
Ottercall Woods are in
Or-
Kalismir.
The fucking woods.
The Dryson
Dryson
Woods?
Woods.
It did not.
That's where we started streaming.
We
The-
started streaming when we made it like Gun Gilly, which is like halfway through the arc.
I'm pretty sure.
I rewatched episode 1
We
because it's
literally
bad.
were fighting the snipe.
Maybe that's right,
section before we made
but
the Gun
I am
Gilly.
Let's
very-
move on.
Wrong, 'cause
I'll
I
fact
know
check
it-
that part.
I know when I know.
I'm very
exactly-
confident
we
this
don't-
didn't happen on stream.
I am confident
I know
as well.
exactly the moment that it happened.
Yeah, same here.
And it was when he dipped into the hole by shattering the
No,
No,
giant.
it wasn't,
Yes, it was.
because that's
Yes, it
literally
was.
when he spoke to the voices.
We could,
Yes.
we could ask
That's
her-
not when he
That's
got
the
the
exact
vision.
No, that
same
was
time.
the same.
It happened at the
It
exact
was the same. In
time.
fact, what
started when
happened
you
is he went through it,
killed
had the
a
vision,
big butt
woke
snake.
up in the cave, and he couldn't see. And 100%, this is after.
Okay.
No, because he did it through a Blood Hunter
Okay.
vision when
Yeah.
he did
I'm
grim
gonna-
psychometry
I'm gonna-
on
I
the
did
cube.
grim
All right,
psychometry
we're gonna
on the
stop.
cube.
What we're gonna
this
say?
much. Currently, there's everyone against you in this. Find evidence.
I just got him to confirm with me.
No,
He did-
stop.
No.
The answer
Feel
is
free-
we're stopping.
Feel
It-
free to give us evidence later, and we'll discuss that.
For now, it's been a while. Doesn't matter. It happened before stream.
Another 24.
Are you just rolling the same thing every time?
I have rolled a 17 3 times in a row.
Which head was that?
That one was the blue one.
Completely unfamiliar.
Can I compare it to the one that tried to make a deal with me through the Ralamelm's crystal?
You never saw it.
I never saw it, but I did hear it.
Blue Dragon didn't speak in your vision of Bahamut and Tiamat.
Use that history to make a mental note of what that sounds like, and I will compare it to every blue and green dragon I hear.
You seem to think Browser is a lot smarter than he is.
He's
But
second smartest part of him.
you're gonna do your best. Carry on. One more check.
All right, and this is green dragon. That is a 19.
Again, completely unfamiliar to you.
Did the green one talk?
Nope. Again, green and blue did not.
Didn't we see the green one in the crystal caverns of Tiku's cave? The dragon, the green dragon that left Tiku's, we saw it in the crystal cave vision playback. I compare it to that dragon.
You saw a dragon that was morphing.
No, he's talking about the Tiku's tribe protector.
Oh, apologies. I understand what you're saying
I compare it to that green dragon.
Could be. You saw that from a distance, just as you saw the green dragon head from Tiamat from a distance. If one
Or
had a
maybe-
keener mind, you might, but no.
Or maybe
One could say tactical mind because of failure.
You could attempt it.
Give me 6. Boom! That's a sick 25.
Don't recall, or don't. You can't put them together.
wrong dragon, my friend.
They're green dragons. They're green dragons.
Should have compared it to the guardian.
Did the green dragon of Tiamat's head look like a female?
They all. Tiamat is a female.
Yes, but the combination of heads, I'm assuming, are like. Effectively, the kind of concept is I could look.
What's the difference between a girl and a male dragon in look?
I'm assuming bigger horns, burlier features. I don't freaking see dragons. Most of the time, I would just usually associate to scars, how they talk, how they carry themselves.
Green dragon didn't talk, so you don't know. That's all you're able to get.
Could be the mother of the prince dragon of Tiku's tribe.
Incredible bird brain. Incredible
No,
stuff.
because Tiamat was already a thing in the time, and Tiku's mother dragon
Anyway.
was around while Tiamat at the same time. That doesn't make sense.
Back to the conversation, friends. He wants us because we're fascinating, and because he thinks that we have potential.
When
Well, yeah, but all he wants to do is put us under his thumb.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's...
You heard what the spell does, right?
Yeah.
And you said that he wants to use it on his sister to save her?
Yeah, that's what I said, and I believe
I
him.
think it's... But probably more in the sense of, like, to save her because otherwise I'll have to kill her.
Yeah,
This
it's
would
kind
be
of,
killing her.
it's kind of
I'm
like
just... Well, I
think
mean,
about it.
it's a lesser death in his eyes.
Think about it how think about it as if, like, let's say for example that you had an ant that you really liked, but the anthill was in your way, and you wanted to kill the anthill, but you really liked that one ant, and so
I understand the
you try to
logic.
take that ant out of the fire so that you can kill the ant nest.
But I'm informing you that we are in under no circumstances allowing him to use this spell upon her.
I'm giving information. I'm not telling you I'm going one way or the other. I'm just informing you guys what you asked. You asked what he talked about.
Right.
Zephyr, do you recall when I...
He also said you'll get a kick out of this one,
Go,
Zephyr.
You are really bad at interrupting people.
Sorry. I had a thing that I remembered, and I thought Zephyr would really get a kick out of this one.
You can go first.
Okay, what does it gurgle?
He said he hates gods because they hide behind their power and they do nothing, which
Yeah,
is
he's a
ironic.
hypocrite.
Well, it's ironic because isn't that what Bahamut does in our time?
Yes, for sure.
Well,
And he also hid himself away from entropy because
He
seems
was
pretty obvious that he's one of the ones that spearheaded this.
He was one of the three, yes.
Excluding all the evidence we
I
found.
just thought it was funny, so I thought you'd get a kick out of that one.
Oh, yes. No, I had that thought as soon as we confirmed it.
do
were
you
saying, Razu?
do you two recall when I had that vision about the cube? I just recalled that the writer of that book looks extremely similar to the redheaded Tiamat.
You're talking about the guy that ate me?
Yes. And the white one.
Were all the royal guards whitish?
Yes. They were all white dragons.
Yes.
I'm under the assumption that someone in the royal guard is going to turn, and that was the white head of Tiamat.
So you're saying Tiamat's just an amalgamation of 5 random dragons that we've seen so far in this festival, and they all somehow become...
Well, I mean, he implied...
How do you think they have different personalities?
I mean, that's always been the case with Tiamat. However, with...
Yeah, but if Tiamat doesn't exist, he does bring up a point that, like,
Yeah,
they would have to get there somehow.
Bahamut doesn't exist. By the way, we're doing this all telepathically.
Yeah, I know.
Just
in
make sure.
fact, the image in my head was a bunch of people silently just like having
And I
like
would,
hand gestures as Batal is serving Minotaur to all of you.
No, just
I completely forgot. He was assisting me. I would have had advantage on the Arcana check.
Too late.
Okay.
Also,
I'll remember that for next time.
completely bullshitting this.
But I'm pretty sure my father, Squawk, when he was doing a bit of research on how to combine 2 consciousnesses, he researched Tiamat.
You mean when he tried to figure it out?
Okay, hang on. Religion check. I need to know what level I know about Tiamat and Bahamut, and I need to know
I'll assist him on this.
to what level they're at odds with
Go ahead
each
and make
other
your
in this world.
own check.
Like themselves, not necessarily their followers.
I will guidance. 30-20.
Religion. That is a 17.
17. As you two are kind of like thinking through it a little bit, and we'll say again, bouncing back and forth a little bit. The followers of Tiamat will pretty much kill someone that follows Bahamut on sight. It is you figure it out. It is almost like the idea of you will be blessed for killing those that follow Bahamut. So Tiamat is vehemently opposed to Bahamut. Everything about him, following him, even just trading with Orlaveil would be enough that, like, if they came across a caravan that was going to Zotrakar, for example, they might steal it, but they're not necessarily going to go out of their way to kill everyone and rob it. They might just cause a little bit of chaos, let them go. If you were even a hint that you were trading with Orlaveil, it would be like burn it to the ground. No merchandise can be taken. Everything must be destroyed.
Okay.
Bahamut, on the other hand, shows leniency. You're supposed to protect yourself and avoid the followers of Tiamat. However, while you can kill them to protect yourself, the standard practice for those that follow Bahamut would be that you're to take them prisoner and bring them back to Orlaveil to stand trial.
Okay. Your Tiamat thing might make sense, but I think it's probably going to be more of a Tiamat being created as a way to compete with Vortholax after he does what he does.
Yeah, but I'm...
A means to power to compete.
I'd
You
have
mean like
thought...
a bunch of people that, like, fuse to each other
Effectively.
so that they can fight Bahamut?
I'd
But then why do they work with him to make the cube?
It's kind of heroic in a way, if you think about it.
But then why do they work with him to make
Is there like horrible distaste?
but then why do they work with him to make the cube?
I mean it like if it was normal people trying up against a greater evil.
Just
Hey, kind of like us.
But then why do they work with him to make the cube?
What's that?
But then why do they work with him to make the cube?
Because it was mutually beneficial.
How else is Tiamat supposed to overthrow Bahamut if some entity doesn't do it first?
And they're both at risk. If Tiamat gets made shortly after these events, then they both ascend to godhood somewhat close to each other. They both would be also destroyed around the same time.
Or you guys say Rouser?
In my head, I have a theory formulating that the informant he's talking about is the writer of that book. That's how he figured out about it. Because he knew he lost information. Because he traded it. And I'm pretty sure he lied to the author. And that results in them desperately hating each other in the future.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't really help us now.
This is all happenstance and speculation at best.
But yeah, and even if that is true, like, I don't see how that's going to help us at the moment.
We could talk to the Red Dragon. See what he knows.
He knows nothing. It's all in the book.
He knows Vorthalax.
I'm assuming he doesn't like Vorthalax,
And
based
also-
off the chain of events that may play out.
Exactly.
I mean,
Where's-
you want to get his help.
Where's the confirmation
Possibly.
he'd even deign us
Are you?
with his presence?
Because they passed his trial.
Oh, we're about to have a baby Hitler situation, by the way, guys. So, how does Kane feel about asking a part of Tiamat before it becomes Tiamat for assistance?
I'm still not confirmed Lothun is part of Tiamat, so...
but if he was, then you and Tiamat would have worked together in some fashion.
Is it baby? Is it baby Hitler? It's more
All
like
I'm gonna
teenage
say
Okay,
is
Teen Hitler.
Agent Hitler, FBI.
I will cross that bridge when we come to it. I have no fucking clue.
All right. Just really funny idea. Okay. I mean, but like we could probably get his support. He already likes the taste of clay and gurgle.
He didn't get taste me. I ran that out of his mouth.
I'm pretty sure the taste buds are on his tongue, and I'm pretty sure I saw
I'm
you touch his
saying
tongue.
he enjoyed you.
I thought he was kind of mad. He was kind of pissy. He didn't like that I got out.
I think that's most of the dragons.
He
No
also didn't
offense.
like that we rode him, but you know,
Oh, I thought he was fine with that because he thought he was going to eat us afterwards.
yeah. And then he was pissed because he couldn't, or at least talk to us.
I mean,
And
he benefited
something?
still. Everyone benefits from all this.
we also maybe, if we ever get in contact with the royal family, let them know Royal Guard might be a traitor.
I'm just saying it's a
Might
lot of
do something.
assumptions.
I
is all
mean,
I'm saying.
it still doesn't matter.
Not really.
Why do we need him anyway? I don't get the benefit.
We were just saying if we wanted to pull someone that may have a vested interest against Vorthalax.
And
He-
you
he may
seem to
be
not like
one.
him. What's the idea? So,
But like, what are we trying to do?
That's
here?
what I'm still trying to figure out. But he's still like that might be an avenue to get
I
some
thought we were
support.
just here to like learn history.
that's why I'm here.
It's not confirmed whether our actions actually change anything.
Oh, I believe they do. If the Chrono Hunter has anything to say about that.
What's the Chrono Hunter? Oh wait, this is still the heads, right?
No, you're
You're part of this.
Yeah,
Part of
you're
it.
part of this. Yeah.
He did
didn't-
telepathic
we didn't
connection
separate
for all
you.
of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my bad. I thought you were still just doing the.
I mean,
No,
he
oh, no,
cast-
we're not
he
doing
cast-
message. We're doing.
He cast
the
a spell to
telepathic
link
bond.
all 5 of us. 6, including Tiku,
We're
but
all in it.
I'm gonna say Tiku
Oh,
comatose
that's
herself
good.
by overeating. Tiku is passed out at the table.
Wait, what's the Chrono Hunter?
You.
No, I thought it.
I mean, you know who this is. The Time Warden. I mean,
Wait,
it doesn't
you
matter what term
forgot
you know.
the Chrono Hunter?
What's the? What are you guys talking about? Like I know this thing?
He
You know,
traded the
actually, never mind.
information.
Never mind. He doesn't need to know. You're fine. You're
It's
fine.
an individual that's hostile to us. That's all you
I
need to
would
know.
I would then say
If you see a man named the Chrono Hunter, stay very still.
Well, how would I know?
I
what
thought you
it
were gonna
looks
say run.
She's like a dragon without a neck.
like? A necklace dragon.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
how I would also have said this when this started.
He traded the information, and if I understood the librarian, he can't get it back. He'd have to trade it back.
I was planning on trading the book back for it, but you know,
For what?
I feel like Tiku didn't even pass out in her chair. She literally just pushed the stuff out of in front of her on the table, and it's just like curled up on the side of the table.
He doesn't need his memories back, right? I'm messaging this one.
see, I thought we were just gonna take what we needed from the book, then we take the book back. Nobody knows it went missing.
I would like to confirm with Orlaveil to see if this is the only book that exists.
I mean, we can do that. I mean, he's our best bet to be involved, for an ally to be involved in this, as he can kind of see whatever whatever happens in the future come to fruition.
See what happens in
Gurgle.
the future.
I know you're not. I know you haven't read it. But would you mind assisting me in attempting to figure out a way to jeopardize this spell so it works, but it only works in theory?
Or that it works, but we know a way to
Undo it.
undo it. Yes, that would be a way.
I mean,
Build in a safe.
Granted, I have a feeling we would have to do it in our present.
It's entirely possible that is what the king meant. But I'm still not okay with it being used on Silferion.
I feel like it's gonna get used on someone else. It doesn't make sense to happen on her.
And
Unless she's a way bigger player than I'm giving her
Or-
credit for.
or maybe you're just underestimating how much he likes his sister.
I mean, you can have a
I mean,
thing for a
that
situation.
does happen in
I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you. He seemed a little obsessed with his sister.
like
And he is
like
obsessed with
fantasizing
dragon
about her,
purity.
or are we talking about like, is it still platonic?
I don't think I looked that deep into it. I'll be honest. I didn't consider that one as an option. But it could have gone that way, I suppose. Kind of weird to think about it that way, but
It's very awkward. It's probably
But,
not against the law this time.
with how much he says that he's pissy about the gods all being a certain way and then ends up being that way in the future, wouldn't surprise me. He did, like I said, when he says something, he's very truthful. He does really like his sister and he wants to keep her safe. But I told you already, it's almost like there's another motive behind that motive,
Well, there is one interesting personality flaw between Vortholax and Bahamut.
Also, isn't it common to inbreed in royal families?
He's not.
Not only that, something you would know, dragons don't care about that at all. It's just not something that dragons even consider.
The interesting thing between Vortholax and Bahamut is I don't know how Vortholax becomes the lawful Bahamut exactly.
What if, hear me out, what if this dragon, what if he uses the spell, memory wipes his sister, gets with her, has a kid, and the kid is the head of the Tiamat?
Okay, that for sure does not help us at all.
I'll do it.
If that is the case, I'm sorry for your loss.
I have a better idea. What if he saves her, she recalls it somehow, and she kills him and takes his seat
No,
and his name?
no, I don't think that would be, I don't think that, because you said that he looks like him.
But that was when the cube was made, not the vomit in our time.
One other thing that you would know as well, part of taking the station of a god, gods will resemble themselves after whoever the previous god was, because it makes it easier for people to believe. If you looked fundamentally different, it'd be harder for new followers or past followers to carry on, to the point that the reason they take their station and their image is because they are trying to be as close to that god as possible.
Or even better, he loves his sister, but she can't forgive him for what he did. So he lets her kill him, and she takes his seat and his name.
Again, this is all speculation. I believe critical information we are missing is the identity of the god currently on trial.
Yes, because I don't want to talk about having to kill
I think there's any way we can
Kane's
figure that out until later.
Squeeze in our time.
Can't squeeze.
I love how you are attempting to dance around the subject. You're making it worse.
I
He's
danced
a
around it.
Why
professional.
not just call her Silferion?
He's a professional. He's got his own squeeze.
I mean,
that he's in denial about.
I mean, that's the part that I'm worried about, though. I don't care that her name's Seth Varian, who she is. I mean, if she's Bahamut, then we have to take her out. But I do have conflicted feelings about hurting someone that one of my friends is involved with.
Also, somebody that helped you.
I appreciate it.
She did help you get out of the whole
but
situation that just happened earlier.
But Razu has also helped me, but he's also chopped off my arm. So I'm conflicted still.
She hasn't chopped off your arm in her defense.
That's true.
Believe that the information we should attempt to acquire post-haste is the name of the god on trial.
I could figure that out.
How?
Didn't Vorthalas catch the god?
Yeah, I gotta go talk to Purple again.
I believe that we should try and figure it out through Zarion,
Who?
our guide. He seems to know more than he should.
Midget Dragonborn that was escorting you guys when you got there.
That's secretly a dragon.
He seems to have
Just saying.
pretty simple motive. Money.
He's also not opposed to us, and we've also given him secrets so he knows we're genuine.
We should tell him about the Chrono Hunter.
Don't hit that idea. But I will say,
I'm joking.
Hey, Zarion, you want to die?
I will say, it's pretty unlikely that anybody except Purple and whoever helped him would know who the god is.
I'm pretty sure Zarion would know.
Maybe. But if Purple is the only one that knows, I know how to get it out of him.
I mean, yes, but there's going to be a price larger than we're going to pay for that information, I'm sure.
You should underestimate my convincing skills.
I think you underestimate how much he values us.
I don't think so.
Or
He said-
overestimate how much he values us? I guess that would be the correct way to say that.
I mean, he said I could be higher than most of his dragons if I helped him out.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
What if his plan is to
Again,
die?
He's very genuine. He does have a second motive, like, no doubt, but, like, he's also truthful. Like, almost to a fault.
Gotta remind you of someone.
Hey, we killed that guy.
Zarion, since I hired him, did we have like a meetup time point area place thing?
You're supposed to meet with him in the festival tomorrow.
Tomorrow, just anytime?
He just said tomorrow.
Cool.
In fact, he said go to the festival and he would find you.
Fair enough. I would turn to Batal. Oh yes, the diamond dust and funds that I requested.
He just would kind
First
of
words spoken, by the way.
You guys spoke for a little bit at the beginning there.
Oh yeah, but in a long time. Like we've been
It's
silently.
been like half an hour. Clay just every now and then. Clay Bigwin.
Batal would nod and in the now familiar fashion to you, almost one of his
I'm trying to get perception check.
Seems to split off and walks towards the door, seemingly going out towards the smithy.
I thought you were saying his hands, but never
No.
mind.
This is one of him split off.
No
And
perception check.
He says, he will be bringing it shortly.
As far as getting Vorthalax to help us, he's obviously an enemy of ours. I don't think it's smart to entangle ourselves more with him.
I think I'm a big fan of keeping your enemies close.
The problem with that logic, Gergo,
But the benefits
Is-
him just as well.
the more we stick out in his mind, the higher likelihood he will recognize us, as it were.
What do you mean recognize us?
And
When we return,
Oh, I mean, that's gonna happen anyway. He knows me.
there's no guarantee he would match this Gergo to that Gergo. But the more we interact with him, the increased likelihood of that.
I think it's already too late for that, is all I'm saying.
There's
It's a
no
long
way
time.
to confirm
Yeah,
that.
but like we have to go through the rest of the god games, and if we want to know who the god is, likely either one of 3 scenarios has to happen. Either one, we got figured out beforehand, which means we're gonna have to engage people that know the information, which means he's gonna know, or 2, we're gonna win the contest thing, and then we're gonna know anyway. But we're gonna win the contest, which means we're gonna be the winners of the contest, which means he's gonna remember.
Well, then-
And if that is what occurs, then that's what occurs. But there's no reason to add more likelihood for him to remember.
more
Just don't
fuel
think
on the fire.
That's gonna matter.
Then
I'm
if it doesn't matter,
saying-
then don't do it.
That there's no point in risking it. It's the entire reason of the book. We didn't want to find the book because there was no point in risking it.
No, we didn't want to give the book to Vorlax.
I literally said we did not want to find the book. That were my exact words, Clay.
I recall we saying we didn't want to steal
I
it.
just don't get your. I just
We
don't
did
get
say
the-
that as well.
But I just don't get the logic. Like, how is not involving yourself helping at all?
How is involving yourself helping
And
at all?
also-
Because
if
then we
we
can at
have
least
it-
influence it. He's the one that said that we probably are affecting the past.
That's no. I
So
said
if we're
there's
here,
no
we might as-
guarantee.
What do you mean affecting the past?
Don't worry about it.
I'm just saying if we're here, we should try to do stuff while we're here.
I'm saying and also we have the book, so that means Vorlax doesn't have the book, and we know he doesn't have it because we have it.
Unless there's multiple copies.
I doubt there's multiple copies. You can't hardly read the thing.
And then
We
others-
literally were reading it for 10 minutes.
and
Did
then-
you not see that?
And then also, if there's multiple
Yeah, but you
copies,
Only 10 minutes.
you guys are weird.
if there's multiple copies, then us having the book wouldn't matter then. Correct.
My thing is he's gonna get it anyway. He's gonna get it anyway. so
No
if-
guarantee.
Oh, he's gonna get
Oh,
it anyway.
I'm with Kane. There's no guarantee he's going to get it.
Oh, he's gonna get it anyway.
How do you know what the future holds?
Because I know.
He also told you.
Yeah,
In your
I
conversation.
know. That's why I'm saying it.
Well, how does he know? That could just have been a threat.
I
Based-
know he's going to get it at some
How?
point.
How do you know?
Because I don't know how to say this without pissing off something that I don't want to piss off.
You guys are currently communicating.
We've talked to each other, but
Oh, okay,
we can
okay,
literally
okay.
say the Gorgon's name right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is in this original timeline, forget us, he would have already gotten it, which means that he gets it, regardless of us.
What time? Wait.
Assuming we cannot influence.
Well,
Anything
he
here.
gets it in the sense of it gets used.
So
No,
It
he
might-
gets it.
it's not
in no uncertain
guaranteed
terms.
it
He
is
said
used
he
by
is
him.
going to get it regardless
How
of this.
doesn't mean
is
he
what
does
I'm
get it.
asking.
Because he has... Orlaveil has to do what the Dragon King says.
And if
He
we
becomes
have the
Dragon
book,
King.
it
He-
matters not.
He becomes the Dragon King, no matter
what
what.
if him not
That's
giving
not
the
a
book?
guarantee.
But who uses it doesn't matter. As
He
long
uses it. He told me he uses it. I'm telling you guys. You guys seem to think this guy's a liar.
Vorthalax can see the future and knows that he uses the book in the future.
He told me he will, which means that he will.
He has the assumption that he will. You are
Wait,
taking
hold on.
fact from
Hold
fiction.
Hold on. Time out.
This is quite the
For-
jump here for sure.
Vorlax
this is
can see the future.
No, he will use it because he becomes the Dragon King.
Wait,
How will he use it if we have the book?
He gets the book. We
How?
don't exist.
If
What do you mean we don't
if
exist?
we don't continue the chain of events as they are written already in time, then yes, he will get the book. But as long as we stick to the script within parameters,
What if we use the book?
Hold on.
Somehow, some way.
that's
You-
what I'm saying.
If we don't do a
Don't
sequence
worry
of
about
the-
it. Okay, I'm cutting him off from
You cut him off!
Clay's like so confused.
Poor guy.
Go just eat your meal.
He just he thinks he's still talking to us. I think that's the best scenario. He's like off,
guys?
He's just hand gesturing as if he thinks that we hear him. And
Guys.
nobody can hear.
What are you all talking about? Sequence and time, guys. Hello.
I'm just saying, Gurgle, you are taking something as fact that cannot possibly be proven as fact.
I'm talking about doing something a lot more subtle. just subtle enough where the chain of events still continue, but not with his direct control.
I'm aware that's what you want to do. What I'm telling you is he says he's going to get the book.
He can say that all he wants. I'll fucking kill him.
I don't think we're going to kill him here.
Gergo,
I'd probably not, but I will kill him.
even if that's the case, why can we not set a Trojan?
I'm not saying that we can't. I'm just saying, what's the point in not engaging him?
That's not what I said. I said to engage him as little as possible, to stick in his mind as little as possible.
I don't think that's
He already
gonna.
said
I
he's going to
think
keep his
there's
eye
other.
on
I think
Yeah,
there's other
I don't-
safer avenues to get the information.
I
Are
just
you guys
don't-
talking without me?
I'm
Say
not.
Out loud.
No, we finished talking.
We're just thinking currently.
I'm gonna suck at this.
We're just
You can
thinking.
make one too.
We're just all thinking to ourselves right now, in this moment.
It's here. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything.
Is a 16. Have a +1 or 17.
I got a 10.
Apparently, the conversation ended abruptly, and we are now eating in silence.
All right, I mean, well, I have some questions, and apparently we don't want on to these questions in secret because we were telepathically speaking. By the way, I look back over the search. Are you guys listening?
Only
Standing
Batal's
up
here.
at 3 feet from the table. And says, "Not if you don't want me to."
Yeah, can you leave? No, don't.
He takes like
don't
2
listen to
steps
us.
back and like turns slightly away from the table.
And then a copy of a consent.
Perfect. That's exactly what he meant. All I'm saying is, first off, I don't think he's not gonna remember us. I think it's.
What do you mean he's not going to remember us? We just met him.
That's not what I'm
I
talking
believe this
about.
one would be
Yeah,
back to
that's in-
telepathic.
yeah.
We're back to talking inside the
Gergo,
house.
all I'm saying
And-
is it might be guaranteed that he remembers us, but that's not a guarantee.
Neither is interacting him with one day in the history
Girl,
of
why do you want
10,000
to talk to him
years.
so bad?
I'm not saying.
We can get the information through other means.
I said you can try and get it from the
Okay,
guy. I
that's
just said
fine.
I don't think he's going to have that
If
information.
we can't get the information, then we can attempt your way. But why are we pushing so hard to go talk to Vorthalax right now?
I didn't say that.
You
we
seem to have a hard-on for him.
I did not say that.
I'm
said,
pretty sure you did.
Why didn't you just
I
agree
said-
with what I said?
I said we can try it, but I don't think it's going to happen. And then you guys said no. We just don't want to talk to him. I was like, why?
Yeah, we want to avoid talking to him if we can.
Avoid interacting with
I mean, obviously, we're going to interact with him at some point during this. He's a prominent figure, and I'm pretty sure whatever we're stuck in here to do has to do with him.
I know
I mean, that's pretty obvious.
that nobody's talking right now, but it
That's
feels
why I
really
said it.
tense in here.
You just hear light, like very light Tiku just just on the table. She's very peaceful.
Well, I think we can start by getting the information through your means, and if it doesn't work, we can potentially try Vorthalax.
Are you talking with
Agreed.
your hands too? You
Yes,
guys
let's-
are talking telepathically.
Let's check our...
so he's able
No,
to
Razu,
that.
I got it. Razu would have his hands up as he says that
starts miming.
and start doing this.
Slowly picks up his fork.
Yeah, let's just try other things, and then if we have to, we'll deal with Vorthalax. But
Last case scenario.
in the
Agreed?
meantime, I need you guys to figure out how to make this work in our best favor.
Yes.
As he holds out the book. Yeah, cat's out of the bag. Y'all talking telepathically without me.
Grab it.
Rude. Rude.
There's Roger's out there.
Clay,
What?
if you were capable of understanding what we were talking
Second
about, we would
smartest guy in
include
the
you.
party.
You gave away your memories on purpose. At that point, it was just easier to remove you.
Whoa,
Rude.
that is so unnecessary.
That's cold.
How is that cold? It's
I'm
the
still
truth.
gonna heal you. Don't worry.
As you say, it's cold. Batal seems to wave his hand, and your steak heats up a bit.
Thank you, Batal.
Not paying attention at all.
I should do that.
No, I think you burn it.
All right.
You get a lot of heat there, Broad.
Well, Gargo, should we head to the forge and actually inspect this and see what we can figure out?
The book?
Yes.
In the forge?
It's rune weaving.
Yeah, but we're not gonna smack her with a hammer.
Is the forge not your place of convenience?
I mean, I want to go there, but not to read a book.
Fine, I will work on it myself.
I mean, they're mostly just gonna work on trying to alter it.
I didn't
right?
say I wouldn't help. I just said I wouldn't go to the forge to read a book.
I mean, where do you do your rune weaving?
Where would you like to perform the rune weaving? If I had to spell it out.
If it's a book, we can just do it wherever.
I mean, my book doesn't quite work that way, but I mean, it does, but that's magic reasons.
My experience with runes is not writing it down in a book.
I mean, I'm not an expert, so I'll let you guys handle it.
Rune weaving is best utilized in a safe environment.
I'm gonna go take a bath. Catch you guys later.
Don't use the wisdom one.
What? Why?
I broke it.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Not on purpose.
As I walk away.
Okay.
I like that one.
I like that one.
I like the cookie.
So did I.
As Zephyr finishes his meal,
Raju. And now I just had a mental image like he just drank all the bath water. It's kind of what he did.
to be surprised to actually see the water. Like, hey.
Raju is going to carefully pick up Tiku and start taking Tiku to a bath.
All right. So the three of you are basically adjourning for the
Adjourning.
Adjourning for the
I was
evening.
like, what are you trying to say? Oh, adjourning.
Okay,
Where do you
so
want to go?
where do you want to go?
The forge.
It seems like a weird place to write out war.
Then choose a better one.
Like, it's a book. Like, maybe the library?
The library's not a good idea. I'd rather not risk injuring any of the books.
Why would you injure one of the books?
I just said I'd rather not risk it. Do I just speak to the air?
Do you have claws like Tiku?
No, I think what he means. I think what he means is when we play with with the magic runes.
You have claws.
Yes, I do have draconic features.
Now you do have claws.
I think what he means. Clay, is when we play with the magic runes, sometimes they blow up.
Oh, yeah. Don't go to the library.
Oh God, he's the greatest.
Batal chimes in and says, "Might I recommend the study?"
Sure.
Oh, yeah, they got a library here.
Is the study
blast proof,
bomb proof,
and much more?
Well,
and if you wouldn't mind leading the way,
there you go.
You would just gesture the stairs to go to the second floor.
Also,
why could you not have suggested that? And I follow him. I am done with this conversation.
I didn't know about the study. I just didn't know if I wanted to go to the forge. It's weird. Like, there's hammers. It's noisy. It's not good for a study.
Continue arguing up the stairs.
I'm not paying attention at this point.
Okay, so you guys are going to the study.
I like to picture rune weaving. Like even like going to the forge isn't a bad option. Like you can make. Like, I feel like with rune weaving, it's weird enough where you could actually write a book with rune weaving with a hammer on a forge.
Correct.
That's literally what Rudars did.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm
why
saying.
I was saying go to a place that is comfortable that you could focus
Like
in.
well, first off, you got to understand Gurgle's 18 years old. Second off, it's a book. Like in his mind, it's like we're gonna smack it with a hammer.
literally
like,
said go to a place where you feels comfortable. Where
It is
you
what it
can
is. We're
focus
going to leave
in.
that on the table. What are you guys actually attempting to do?
I don't know. This wasn't my idea.
I want to basically go through the book, actually, like, spend, I know I'm gonna probably have to roll wisdom saves, and that sucks, but, I mean, is what it is. But I basically want to see if there's a way I could do something along the lines of like a Trojan virus on like a computer, where like if this executes as well, to either subvert it, to change its target, to like try and
Or make
it
a backdoor.
or a backdoor. Basically, like if this does go off, we have a way to fix it.
What's your way to fix it?
We need to figure out
Dispel
more
magic?
details of what it
No,
does.
I don't know what it does.
I know. So it's like mind control, right? Bossing himself. Okay? So he says, Judy, you need to lick Lauga, and then we say something that counters that, and it restores the memories.
Basically, I have access to Greater Restoration. I assume Greater Restoration works on like modified memory and stuff like that, so I would try and utilize Greater Restoration as the backdoor and have it like built into the spell.
But it's like when they get Jet's brain to work by saying, "Look, you remember you're a freedom fighter. You're
doing this in Gurgle's voice.
Yeah, that's the whole point."
What's this movie? What's a movie now?
There's no city named Bossing Say.
Listen, you're a freedom fighter, lady. So if he uses it on the dragon chicker, we say, you're the princess. You're the dragon princess. Your
Okay.
dad was the time dragon.
So if you guys are going to actually attempt to
Don't-
effectively build a failsafe into it, you have to come up with an exact, this is what you do.
Yeah, I want to first see if I can determine the third spell, by spending actually time and actually like I'll spend an hour on it. If it's longer than an hour, I'll probably get Zephyr's help.
Make an additional wisdom saving.
Gurgles is to write in the phrase that helps trigger her memory.
12. Double that one.
Oh, sadness. The dice gods have spoken.
Dice gods have spoken. No, that was my Arcana check. Because we did it like that last. Well, if the universe says anything, I suppose that is a good a sign as any.
You start, you're like, okay, time to start. Girl, like,
Cannot affect the past.
The only problem
So-
is that with what I just did with the wisdom pool, I think it's gonna fuck it up.
So my thought was to put in a phrase that helps her remember who she was.
Okay, so you're going to hold that because that's part of the rune weaving check. This is part of him studying the book. And so you got a double nat 1 for a total of what?
12.
we're still trying to figure out what the book is really getting used
And
for.
also that's his third time, right? And so like the check's gotta be really hard now.
The third time.
I mean, I just don't think he made it.
I don't think I would have passed the first check.
Right. He's just like, it's like, okay.
Maybe
Finally,
the fails
we're gonna get started.
Maybe it's also a situation where the fails
sunk
get
down.
progressively worse too. So you only failed the first tier of bad.
Or the other option is you open it and you just like, it just looks like you're
You just
reading
start
it.
drooling.
You just looks like you're reading it to Gurgle, and then it's like 2 hours later, Gurgle's like, gosh,
He hasn't turned a single page.
yeah.
He starts drooling.
Kane actually seems extremely focused. You are fairly confident that the third spell is Animate Dead.
And I don't know, I rolled double nat 1, so okay. Animate dead. Okay.
It's School of Necromancy as well. The connection that you would, the connection the way that would actually work, your assumption is the currency is then used to animate. You said you're spending an hour on it.
Yeah, I wanted to, yeah.
So continuing to study it, your interpretation of how the spell would work, you are able to connect the currency to souls via his guess and going through and starting to actually almost register those together. You are able to connect that somehow it is going to use souls as a currency, or life force would be a better way to say it. Similar to how Tiku can utilize them. It seems to allow you to see into the future, searching for a possibility. Again, something you're familiar with. But the one other thing is it seems that this spell is, whoever casts it basically makes you live out these possibilities until you choose the one they want.
The only, so If the double nut one's like forces me to like rationalize it, how most spells do, that's fine. But I just genuinely cannot think of a way that Animate Dead would make sense for that to be the third spell.
It does confuse you slightly.
Okay.
It wouldn't be like this is Animate Dead, and you're trying to rationalize it. You'd be like, this seems a little bit out of place, but you're confident that it is Animate Dead.
Can I just roll an Arcana check to see if that can counteract the Wisdom fail?
Go for it. I will allow that.
Ooh, not bad. 35. Hang on. 14, 18. Yeah, 35.
Not bad.
I rolled a 14, and then I was like, whoa, I got a plus 17.
I was like...
Well, because like when you roll a 14, that is not bad, but then...
Oh, yeah.
The way the spells overlap, again, doesn't seem to make sense. To the point with the Arcana check you got, it's still Animate Dead, but you're confident there is something that you're missing. You don't know what it is, as you feel like you've scoured this book by the time you get to like the end of this study, but everything points to like Animate Dead being the third spell, and the spell effectively being a loop to cause someone to make a decision. The only thing you're missing is where does Animate Dead come in?
I'm actually...
Two things. One, where does Animate Dead come in? Two, how does it convert souls into... how does it convert life force into the component for the spell?
I'm actually going to say, just with what I did earlier with the pool and just the sheer amount of magic and how I was literally passed out for 4 hours, that I just am unable to focus. To the point I actually set the book down and I turned to Gurgle.
My brain is... It's practically mush. I believe I need rest before continuing this. If you want to take a look, by all means, but I need sleep.
What phrase do you want to try? What phrase are you thinking you want to have part of the rune wave?
Roll a Constitution check, John. He patted you on the head.
No.
He patted you on the foot.
We're not going to worry about that. What is your phrase? What are you thinking that you want to build into the spell, and do you want to attempt it without him as he's going to go to bed?
So, I mean, did he tell me all of the stuff that he found out?
Yeah,
Yes.
I would have told you everything.
I would also say that
Okay.
Zephyr communicated what he learned as well.
So, its base is Animate Dead.
Animate Dead, Foresight, and Dominate Monster.
I would also...
It's a day-long spell cast.
And I can't read this book at all.
No, actually, it appears to be... Would Grung or Common be your more preferred language?
Grung.
It seems to be written in Grung.
Kane would inform you that he does not want to attempt anything until he can figure out that missing puzzle piece.
Random thing, or like looking over shoulders and stuff. Would it have been in Draconic for me?
Nope.
Does it have instructions on how it's cast?
This is actually a
Either
very
of them?
familiar spellcast to you. The way this book is written is exactly how your your grandfather writes his spell book. The spell that you found that was the god-killing spell, not only is it formatted in a similar way, there are pieces of that spell that are in this spell. Or it'd be more accurate to say the other way around. It seems that this spell, whether or not he was creating something similar or he had this as inspiration, it is very likely that Rocco, just from studying this, used portions of the knowledge that this has in his god-killing spell that he created later.
Either recreated it himself or had this as a study resource at some point.
It's either he was making something and it happened to do the same thing, so they came to the same conclusion, or there's a world where he could have just taken direct inspiration from it. To the point that with the study that you've done, almost coming at it from a different perspective, I would actually allow you to make your own check as well, if you wish to study it.
Own wisdom check?
You make a wisdom and then Arcana if you want to do this. One last thing along the lines of what you said.
You currently have advantage on wisdom.
The symbol, the spell circle on the front of the book, as well as the book's interior, almost seems to translate and come into view as it was explained to you.
So I was able to read it in my own language, or no?
But by the way, just for flavor's sakes, I feel like when Zephyr read the book, it wasn't in common. It was in a mixture of celestial and primordial. As chaotic as the storm.
I'll buy. Do you want to, or are you just going to wait for Kane to attempt to assist him?
I
whenever he wants to?
I did want to try and figure out one thing specifically, a thought that I had. Does the spell have instructions on how it's cast?
Okay, so you do need to go ahead and make your wisdom saving throw if you're going to attempt to actually read it.
Like almost like if you're looking at like a recipe book, like does it say, all right, you have to cast it, or not necessarily in these words, but the general information I'm trying to piece together is like, can it be cast on an inanimate object? Can it be cast on a person? Can it be cast, like, what are the conditions that need to be met for casting?
Okay, wisdom saving throw first. You do have advantage because we were in that pool.
15.
15. That is enough.
Celestial.
So then you make an Arcana check, or rune weaving.
This
You'd
is
also be able to use
literally
that.
the part that I'm so bad at.
I would, for the sake of this, again, just because of how much you studied Roko's book, I would actually give you advantage on this as well.
It's not a saving throw is the problem.
No, this would just be a straight Arcana check.
Who knew that the world would be saved by reading?
Dog water at Arcane.
The power of books.
Dog water at Arcane.
You might get nat 20, or you might get double nat 1.
You know, if Lissa was in this world physically, she would dominate.
Nope.
Total?
9.
9?
9! Rupert.
The parameters needed, you are unable to... You're confident there are parameters. The only thing that you find that even leads you a little bit for it is it does seem it needs to be cast at a certain time. And the only thing that you find that supports that, almost as if while you're looking for it, one of the pages almost seems to have a section that appears, is an eclipsed, the sun's eclipsed.
We know that the sun's going to eclipse at the end of the
You did hear about an
resource,
eclipse.
because I feel like somebody said that.
You did hear that there was an eclipse coming at the end of the Dragon Festival.
Which means even if he didn't get it beforehand, that he would have casted it in the original time.
That's the only thing you're able to find that even remotely connects it, though. Book's fairly hard to read, as what they explain to you seems to appear, but as you're looking for new things, it's they not only is it like you can't read or you aren't able to pull things from it, it's like it doesn't exist. You only find the stuff they told you about, and then that one edition while you were looking for it. Almost like the book is hiding things from you.
That's the reason why Kane got a freaking aneurysm.
I look for thieves' cant.
Making a investigation check.
Oh, actually, no, I don't get advantage on thieves' cant. It's not bad, though.
35.
It's 18.
18,
Yeah.
you said? There is, in fact, Thieves' Cant in this book. The spell itself has another feature to it that's not readily listed, I guess I would say, for spellcasters. As you start to read through it again, and you almost start to look at like the individual lines, checking like every other letter in certain words, as you're able to slightly break down what is an odd Thieves' Cant. It's almost like
An arcanic thieves' cant?
it's like an arcanic
Like a
Thieves'
wizard,
Cant,
like
and
a
then
wizard's thief cant to hide his research in his notes.
in addition to that, you have a lot of experience around Thieves' Cant from your time in Ralpurgin, from when you grew up. This is you almost have to create yourself a new cipher, to the point that I would say this is actually where you're spending a good amount of time going into the evening, as you effectively are now creating a cipher to decipher this spell. It seems that there is another... When this spell is cast, there's another effect that seems to channel the magic. Almost channel it to be used in another spell would be your best interpretation.
And so I know the premise of the spell is to make them more or less like a reverse infinite cube shard thing, where instead of I getting to living through a scenario until I pick the one that I want, somebody predetermines a scenario that you must pick, and you have to infinitely loop until you pick that scenario.
Yes.
I mean, you can ask him. You can ask him a question if you want.
I was just gonna tell you that I wanted to do something before going to bed, but
Let me finish his unless.
I am thinking of something, but he can do it because I'm thinking of something.
all I wanted to do was to try my best to basically either consolidate or release the magic that I got from the pool, as it is clearly too much. So I want to see if I can like diffuse it into like the air around me kind of deal, like release it from myself, as clearly I am not capable of holding it. I just want to see if that's possible.
Go ahead and make a Arcana check.
I'm not going to guidance, as I assume this takes my concentration.
Pull up my notes for this.
Fuck! Why? So close! 19.
While you are unable to, you do find something that is a little bit interesting to you. You seem to be bleeding magic. You didn't notice
Like
it at
my
first.
blood
but
is
no,
there?
no, like
It's leaking out of you.
leaking magic. Apologies. That'd be a much better way to say it. You are unable to focus it, nor are you even sure if you could. But while you're going through and you effectively self-analyze, and you're like, I have too much magic that is containing me right now, and it's causing basically really the way you function to be off.
mental facilities or faculties to fail.
It does seem to be leaking. You don't know if it's like you just have too much, and as soon as you get to capacity you'll be fine, or if what you got was a temporary effect. But it is leaking. That is what you were able to determine.
First off, I totally forgot I have Tactical Mind, which I assume since this is just studying, there's no reason I couldn't use Tactical Mind on this.
Tactical Mind would be an individual check.
Yes, which means that I could have affected the 2 earlier checks if I failed them straight out. So the 9, for example, I could have potentially used Tactical Mind on.
So you didn't fail. So you got a portion of it, you just didn't do as well as you could.
Well then, never mind.
I'm starting to think Hiram doesn't like tactical mind.
No, I just looked into the actual definition of it, and this is actually what it is.
Yeah,
it
it
has
does-
to be a
it
pass
has
or
to be a
succeed.
pass
If you
or-
have something
okay.
that is a multi-tier check and you hit any of them, you can't tactical mind
Yeah,
it.
you
I see.
can't. That is very true with Tactical Mind. All right, then. What he wants to do then, instead of putting in a clause or a rune magic that alters her memory and restores her memory, instead he's gonna go for a clause in the magic that allows her to, or any entity that this is cast on, to have I don't think I could alter the spell from a fundamental level, so I don't think I could change it to where like there's 2 outcomes that she could pick from. But he wants to do, actually before I decide on this, I wanted to know in my memory of this entity that's trapped at the bottom of the cave, at the bottom of the crystal eye. First off, there was multiple voices.
Correct.
Just to remind you, that's
many-
not the king. That's the guardian
I know.
of the king.
How many voices did we hear total?
I believe you guys heard all 5. You heard 5. There could be more.
Were any of them female?
Yes.
I think it was just one, if I'm not.
Was
I think
just
it was
one.
The yellow.
I don't know if we ever.
It was just one. But
did we ever even see colors?
I don't believe you did. I think that was in the vision of the future.
Oh, he
Did we
told
even-
us all about it.
Did we ever
so.
even see colors? Did he even? Did you ever?
He
even
saw the
see
red
colors?
eye on the top of the thing when he like slashed it.
Yes,
I
but
saw eyes. Yes.
when he goes into the Cube of the Infinite, he doesn't get your memories. He just remembers what he remembered from it.
Well, because we all told him, and then he told all of us. So I suppose
That's
there's
fair.
losing in translation.
The answer. Make a history check. We'll do this by a roll to see if you can determine which one was the female voice. Do you know for sure?
Yep.
You are confident that you did hear a female dragon as well as male. You heard both genders, but you don't know which one it was.
Do I know if that sounded familiar to the dragon princess?
What you got in history check?
9. But I could tactile mind it technically if I fail.
That is a fail. This one you can tactical mind for sure.
Ten.
Total?
You got a +1.
Hold on.
They're both female. Dragon in the cave seem much more old and angry.
I thought you said Dragon Prince.
Princess.
I heard princess.
I'm talking about silver box.
Silverion.
Yeah. I'm gonna say then that the thing that he wants to write in is a story about remembering who you are.
Okay. What's the trigger? What would you, like, if this went off and they were impacted by it, what would you do to trigger them to remember this? Because you'd write in a story, but what would be the catalyst?
It'd be a phrase that he would speak in. Would I know if it mattered if certain languages work better for rune magic?
You would know that it does not. Made even more apparent to you by the fact that somehow this book translates to whatever language is
so
best
the
suited.
intent is the most important thing. Then it wouldn't matter what language. I would just say that the triggering phrase would be to remember the Dragon Wars and remember the dragon who sacrificed all of himself.
Okay. So with that, you'd spend the evening working on that as you would start to work on it. I'm going to hold off on the roll until the next day. So realistically from here, you guys would go into a long rest. Assuming that you guys all do still elect to take a bath at some point, you will need to pick a pool. Wisdom is no longer an option.
Probably just remember Dragon Wars.
I would like to take a bath.
I'm not going to. I will hold off.
You're like, you think about getting in, and then you're like, wait.
Baby with wisdom one again.
I just don't want to risk it, okay?
Okay,
That water kind of
So it's
tastes like chlorine. I don't want
Combining
it.
the magics and
It's combining the magic, yoinking the magic, which would be the worst case scenario.
go in and just like
Tiku.
absorbs into you. You're like, I can't stop it.
What bath do you drop Tiku in? 'Cause
Dexterity.
you-
Which ones are there?
You got dexterity, you
Strength.
got strength, and you
Constitution.
got constitution. Is
I
the ones
would-
left.
I would
Yeah, that's it.
put both of us in a constitution.
Okay, so constitution.
I'm gonna say
constitution.
remember the true king is the phrase.
Should make note of that.
You should also make it.
As long as you guys roll high enough next day.
rolls a nat 1 again.
Then you say remember the true king and she dies.
Okay. What bath are you guys going to choose?
Can I choose charisma?
That is not an option.
Can I choose wisdom?
Nope.
Can I?
No, I
choose-
mean, you could.
Can I choose dexterity?
You also
Yes.
cannot choose intelligence.
So
help you out.
dexterity.
It's kind of awkward that there's no charisma bath. Because isn't that why you
I
take
think
baths?
it's more on.
Aren't
I think
all
it's-
baths for charisma?
I think
So
it's
you just
more-
innately
Let's
get a
say,
charisma bonus
a
for every
dirty
bath you
28.
choose.
I think it's more awkward that
Oh,
there
this is
isn't-
just what you're going to have advantage on for the next
Oh,
day.
I thought I was making a saving throw.
I think it's more awkward that there isn't an intelligence one, but there is a strength one.
For what it's worth, there is a reason why. Explore the
Bath-
manor more.
I'm trying!
Baths are revitalizing. It makes you stronger.
Someone keeps deleting the door!
What are you picking?
I did it once.
I've only hit 2 tries!
You did
We'll do
once. Screaming.
Constitution.
So con, dex. Gurgle, what are you picking? I shall give you until you finish writing this.
Oh, you know what? We're doing dragons. Dex. For sure.
He gets in, wrong
bath.
I'm like, nope, fire breath, scary.
We're not doing a trial tomorrow, just so you know.
There's fucking dragons everywhere.
Fair enough. I'm just informing you.
Orlaveil's gonna ask the keeper if there's an intelligence.
Asking Batal, is keeper the right word for him? Sure. Asking Batal if there's an intelligence bath, he would say, there is a few more, but they're not available on this floor.
Well, how do I get to the smart one? I need the smart one.
You gain permission.
How do I do that?
He, at that point, would bring you back to the main floor and gesture to the back of the room where the door is currently not there. He says, you simply must enter.
There's nothing there.
You've seen the door at times, but
I literally knew that wasn't going to be the answer, and you still did it.
I don't see anything right there.
the daily entrance has already been granted to one.
They're only granted to one?
Each day.
So how about you go in and you just take me with you?
He gestures to the back wall where the door is not currently there and says, it's already been given to one today. The master.
Well, how about he comes and gets me?
You're welcome to wait here and see if he was willing.
He can hear everything in here, right?
No.
Can you tell him?
I could pass along the message.
Tell him I need to go up to floor 2.
I will pass along the message.
Tell him. I'll let him watch my craft. With the hammer. I've got a good one. He'll like it. It'll be worth it.
I can pass along the message.
He's got a real good hammer.
No, I'm gonna let him watch the craft.
For this evening,
Of a baby?
are you going to choose to use one of the bats, or are you just going to be working on the book the entire evening?
Probably work on the book, or if I'm done with that, then I'll go to the forge.
Okay. Gurgle is going to spend the evening effectively working on both the book, and as soon as he gets to a point where he's effectively ready to work with you on the spell, he would then go to the forge to continue on crafts. So we would go into another long rest, heading into the your guys' day off you have before the final day of the Dragon Festival, and that is where we're going to go to break. I'm gonna go tell people that they need to be a little bit quieter because they are being so loud.
Yeah, I doubt the mics picked it up though.
Maybe not, but that's really loud. All right, we will be right back. Send us to break tree. And we're back. And I'm still choking on my drink. All right. Before I forget, two things. One, my
Andy's
camera's
chicken.
dead.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Tree.
Oh,
My camera is dead. I am ego. Two, Kane got inspiration. Woo! Which I want to start doing this just so we can remember as well. I made a note for myself. That brings us to everyone having inspiration. So just every time I do inspiration from now on, what I'm going to try to do is list off who all has it, just so that we can remember to utilize it more. With that, your long rest has now been completed. You guys wake up the following morning with a day to yourselves and a time slightly foreign to you. What do you guys want to do?
I would immediately go to the library.
You're gonna spend your vacation at the library?
how's the weather?
Is it looking
Making
stormy?
a quick run outside. It actually is stormy. It's overcast this day.
Oh, good.
There's even light rain.
Oh, good.
I would also
I need to say some prayers.
His name's Bartal, right?
Batal.
Batal?
Batal, I have some
No, we wouldn't.
potions I would like you to procure our group for upcoming challenges.
I can see what I can do.
So, I was thinking potion of invincibility for each of us. And speed potions. Good. Probably don't have them, but thought I'd ask.
Potions of invincibility. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That is
That's
literally
an
what they're
actual
called. They
thing.
give you resistance to every damage type for 1 minute.
I think it's Hiram does a universal rule where potions last a d4 hours.
Maybe that, but the answer is they're a blue potion, so chance of him having those are decent. Potion of speed is literally just haste with lethargic, I think,
We've used those in this
after
campaign
10
before.
turns, but there is no concentration check.
Correct.
It's a purple potion. Probably don't have them, but I thought I'd ask. I would just ask him to procure those for future challenges.
He's looking for drugs.
Are you willing to count those as rewards? Would increase the likelihood of being able to acquire them.
Weren't you guys procuring us with things to help us win the challenge? Because this would be used to win the challenge, I'm assuming.
Again, if you're willing to use it as a reward, it would increase the likelihood they could be achieved. We will obviously still see if there's anything we can collect. There's just not many master alchemists native to this part of the land.
Unfortunate, I don't have the time. Well, I don't think I'm willing to put it towards rewards, but whatever potions that are useful for the games, conquests, that you can procure, go for it. Thought I'd put in the request.
I will see what I can do.
And then I would then just go to the library. Is the door there, by the way? The secret door?
The door is there.
Before you do anything, I was
I'm
going
not
to do that
doing
first
anything. I would wait for Kane, because I'm also curious to go to floor 2.
I feel like
All right,
I've gone to
Kane.
the second floor.
Now we both tried. See if we can figure it out.
You guys have gone to the second floor. However, you've never even seen the stairs that lead to the third floor.
Correct.
So that's the one with the extra pools and stuff? Or
I
random
mean,
things
technically,
we don't
only
know about?
Gurgle knows that.
And I would also
That's correct.
ask Batal.
So, I remember
What would you call someone that's the head of a house? Just head of the house?
The headmaster?
Headmaster?
Master of the house?
Something like that.
So the headmaster dragon referred to this house as if it was alive. Care to elaborate?
It is as he said.
How would one gain the favor of said alive house?
It is not one, but a few. You've all gained my blessing already. And some of you even the blessing of our librarian.
I mean, I guess I sort of did, but he kind of doesn't like me.
An unfortunate truth. Does impact your credibility with the others as well.
Who are the others? Is there one for the study and the dining hall?
The study and dining hall. There is. You know him and have already gained his approval. You act as his champions.
Who are the others? Can you tell me, like, what rooms and if there's a separate person for the rooms that we don't know about?
There are 7 of us total. Myself, you can refer to me as the butler. The master of baths, who I do not believe you have met.
Why can't you?
Because I can't write down and listen. It doesn't work.
The librarian, who you have
And
met
we don't
as
have
well.
Kayla here.
The forge master, who one of you has worked with already.
The one that built his chess piece?
That Gurgle has worked with for a time, yes. The last 3... He seems to almost like think for a moment. He says, I can inform you of the record keeper.
Other 2 have to find myself?
He seemed, from talking to you, he turns and almost like walks over to the wall and quite literally, like when you see someone who seems a little bit crazy and they walk over and like they start to talk to a picture on the wall, except there's no picture on the wall. He walks over to the wall and he places his head just lightly tapped on the wall and stays that way for about 10 seconds before he turns around.
Razu thinking this is normal and be like, I've done that before.
He turns and he says, I have gained the permission of the Master of Corridors to give you his name as well. The last you will have to find.
Is that the one that lets us through the door?
And through many of the corridors throughout the manor, yes.
Does he permit us to know how to gain his favor?
Each is different, and it changes from time to time.
Seeming that you can ask him, can I ask him?
He gestures to the wall that he had just placed his head on.
I placed my head on the wall.
As soon as your head makes contact with the wall, there's like a flash in your head. Hallways upon hallways. Picture frames that seem to have hallways in them. In this moment, you realize this is a familiar feeling.
Is this like the bloody
As
the cube thing?
As
like
the
that?
Cubix sword, the back door that you had taken to go into the back of the Cubix sword, and you saw the different rooms where you guys had first met with Talos. In an instant, your mind gets almost an image of hundreds, thousands of separate corridors that seem to almost take you all throughout Lone Peak. It seems that this manor is both in Lone Peak and also not. It almost more so seems like a connection point between dozens and dozens of different places. To the point that as you start to think about the corridors and you're looking for this corridor master, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I also, I don't know if this would be impacted by the wisdom saving throw, can I effectively use a picture in my brain of the Cubix sword tavern keeper's effectively image? Like, question mark, effectively asking my brain through images if this is that entity? No.
No.
No?
No.
That is a 11.
11. As you continue to look through these corridors, looking for this corridor master, almost, again, like seeking someone to ask a question, you find yourself stopped in one of the hallways. As you get, almost like you yourself are there, you kind of turn and look, and you see inside the picture frame a large individual, almost to the point of like half giant size, holding a book that is all too small for his hands, reading it with two almost like small spectacles on his nose, and a open, just wearing a vest that seems to be almost like a tank top vest and platoon pants. And he kind of like just looks over at you in the hallway, and then you almost like a jolt of pain or static electricity has jolted through you. You find yourself recoiling from the wall.
I would look towards Batal.
I'm assuming that doesn't work twice.
It is up to the master of corridors. However, he did take notice of you.
Bad notice?
He will likely visit you soon.
Interesting. Am I allowed to know if the final one is on the 3rd floor?
You could call him the keeper of the final floor. That is not his official title, but...
Then... So... Now I'm curious if I get the blessing of the entire house. Or... something of the sort.
If you acquire the blessings of all, the manor is forfeit to you.
What does he mean?
What exactly do you mean? You can travel through it however you want? Or...
Exactly as I said.
You become the lord of the house.
Only the master has the blessing of all 7.
Is that currently Orlaveil?
He is one of the 7.
So all 7 of you are masters of house, and if you get the blessing of all 7, you become number 8?
You would be above. A station for yourself.
So you would then be the headmaster?
You could say that, yes.
So none of you actually have it from everyone?
No, there is a headmaster currently.
I'm assuming I'm not allowed to know the headmaster?
He's the Dragon King. The only one who holds the approval of Orlaveil.
So the Dragon King could just... If you knew how to, could you communicate with the Dragon King through this building?
Yes,
I'm assuming through the corridors.
that would be one way.
Interesting. Very interesting.
You two meeting back up for your spell casting.
I wanted to just real quick check. I assume my connection to Malrith is still...
The connection to Malrith is still gone currently.
All right. Could I be there just for the?
I actually was
For
going
the,
to
for the rune weaving? Absolutely.
Yeah, it's more just try to help not burn down the place.
I was actually going to go ask for your assistance to try and figure out the key bits that I'm missing.
Okay.
Because I can't figure it out for shit!
Worth noting, just in case that wasn't clear, whoever gains the approval of the 7 is the current master of the house.
So, we call this Orlaveil's Manor, but it would be more accurate to call it the Kingsman.
Orlaveil has never called it his manor.
That's what
And
we
neither has the
called it.
butler.
True.
You have always called it Orlaveil's manor.
I would ask Batal.
They always referred to it as the manor or the master. They never have said Orlaveil.
I would then ask one more question, Batal, before we go next.
What would you call this place?
The master's house.
Nice.
Just the master house. Okay. With that, you guys meet up in the morning. Unless you're opposed, it would be just everyone except for Razu and Tiku, who is sleeping in.
How does Ken look?
Kane?
Kane look.
Kane? To you? Radiant.
You seem glowing today. Have a good night.
What?
You're just glowing. It's like, what do you mean I'm glowing?
What the?
Metaphorically? No, literally.
Even for you, Gurgle, at this point in the day, it quite literally looks like he has almost like a very, very thin mist almost forming and falling from his scales. Imperceptible at first until you like try to look at it. You wouldn't see it at a glance, but if you focus on it, it's like a piece of frozen ice with condensation, with the smoke of condensation coming off of it.
Good job,
I do not believe that is a good sign. Batal, I asked Orlaveil for some magical items. Would it be possible to hasten that request?
Some things were added this morning, but we could do our best.
Just one or two, I believe, would be important quicker. It matters not what they are.
He seems to think for a moment, and then again, one of them splits off, heads towards the kitchens, before coming back with an alchemy jug.
An alchemy jug.
And as he would hand it out to you and say, "If this would suffice, this is a gift that I can give," and then
I
it would
will
merge
most
back into one.
Likely be destroying it if that is all right.
Oh
I
my
want
goodness.
to try and
Kane's becoming a magic junkie.
Bro is straight up Gale.
feed the
He is
magic
eating
into
them.
the alchemy jug and basically overwhelm the alchemy jug instead of me. Basically doing the opposite
Yeah, but the Gala's idea
of what I do.
Okay, this is going to be again the effectively rune weaving. You do not have
Rune weaving?
Not it's,
Mine's Arcana. If it's rune weaving, that's fine, but
It's technically the other school that I'm making.
okay, so it is rune weaving.
It's going to be the same kind of check as rune weaving, yes. So no no
Guidance.
proficiency. There we go.
Please.
What do you need help with?
That inspiration that you just got.
So there's just
The
straight roll
simple
plus an
answer
intellect
is the
modifier.
reason why the wisdom pool is unavailable is because I believe I consumed it entirely.
You drank the bathwater?
The magic.
Okay,
He's
sorry,
on
you
that
drank the magic
good.
bathwater.
He's on that good stuff.
You should.
Sure.
Are you sure you should be doing that?
I did not try to. It just happened.
Wait, okay, hang on. Before, okay. Just happened, like you just went in
The
and just...
answer is I currently have something happening to me that I'm uncertain what is.
Are you just like a magic sponge right now?
He's trying to be like his.
Kind of.
He's trying to be like his crush. He saw her.
Could
and he
you
was like,
please
hang on,
let
hang on.
me speak?
No, I'm just trying to actually understand this.
The answer is during the trial that I partook with Razu, I discovered something about myself. I have the ability to absorb magic.
And you
I
can't turn
did-
it off right now?
It is a choice as far as I can tell, but I was trying to consume a small portion, barely anything, a cubic foot, if you will. But I was not able to stop it, and I consumed the
So
pool.
effectively, you turned on the fire hose.
I turned on the switch, and I could not turn it off.
Is it still going?
No, but I need to extract it as I...
By consuming this?
No, by putting it in this and most likely detonating it.
Oh, you're gonna...
I just walk behind Sander.
I'm like,
You're good at.
We might
You're
need to
good
go
at.
to a
You're
safer
good at taking.
place.
You're good at taking magical explosions.
study
I've
is
seen,
right here.
I've seen you shoot
No.
lightning balls at
Batal
us.
would take
and
you to the study again. Which, real quick,
It
as
just,
a,
it just
as a
wraps
note for the
around you,
study,
right?
as a note for the study, entering the study, it almost feels like a bomb shelter. The walls are made out of what appears to be a metal-like stone, smoothed over to where it almost appears to be a metal box, apart from the runes that are carved into the metalwork stone around it, effectively literally turning this into almost a impenetrable box from the inside. It is meant to contain explosive magic.
Okay.
The metal itself would be charred from multiple different spell casts. There's a desk that almost seems to be covered in a glass box that very much so reminds you of Force Cube. Force Cage, apologies. But somehow contained and infinitely there.
Perpetually.
So
Perpetually, yes.
So my idea is how I'm going to support them is I'm going to first use Identify them to kind of identify the magics. I don't really need to know unless you want to tell me anything about it. Number 2, I will hold guidance on him to help him try to channel that magic, similar to how I channel magic all the time.
I got you.
And then number 3, upon him saying that I'm going to trust that he knows when the limit is of when things look like it's going to go out of control, and then I will cast Wall of Force around the magical item. And drop guidance at that moment and
I'm fairly certain I'd be able to tell if the item's like a kaboom.
Okay.
That's my combination of things I will do.
All right.
Technically speaking, I was going to attempt to share this amongst others, but I presume that is a little more dangerous than wanted. So for now, I will keep with this.
Okay, so you're going to get the guidance. For the sake... of the channel divinity, I'm going to have you go ahead and make a religion check. To try and...
Woo! Ooh. Be good. Alright. Religion is 28.
Goodness. Both with the technological advancements of your newfound arm, as well as your own experience, you are able to utilize a good portion of that to both help and guide you towards actually to channeling this effectively. That's going to give you another D8.
Die.
37.
How?
I rolled really low on the d20, but max on the other 2. I rolled an 8, and a 4. That gets 20 plus 17, 37.
But you don't have your proficiency.
Shit, you said rune weaving. 27. My apologies.
All right, that makes much more sense.
I thought it was an Arcana check.
No, for the sake of this, it effectively is rune moving. That said, 27 is actually still high enough. As you start to focus and almost, rather than consuming the magic as you've done before, started trying to figure out how to almost expel that magic, specifically into this alchemy jug. And as you continue to pour the magic into the jug, expecting it to hit like a volatile point, and you kind of waiting for his command of this, doesn't seem to get there. The jug seems to contain it actually quite well. You are successfully able to end the effect on yourself.
So I no longer have advantage and disadvantage?
Yes, the effect seems to be entirely gone.
Do I have the +2 to wisdom still, or no?
No, that would remove that effect as well.
Okay, so he's done, right?
Yes, he is done.
So I feel like there's an awkward pause for a moment as I'm like getting ready for it to explode.
And he just like...
After about 10 minutes, I'm like, I cast Detect Magic, and then I kind of walk closer to it. I'm like, okay, seems fine. Identify.
So I'll say, so as you said, you were kind of identifying him in the magic.
Yeah.
You're able to determine that the magic effect that was clearly on Kane seems to be gone.
Oh, I'm identifying the jug now.
The alchemy jug is now a jug of wisdom. Same parameters as the alchemy jug, to where it refreshes daily. It has 4 separate uses, so 4 separate people could drink. But it has a 50-50 shot on giving you advantage or disadvantage for the day on wisdom-based checks.
Oh, this is...
Just checks?
This is...
Just period, or all of it. Wisdom saving throws and checks.
Oh, so it's a universal wisdom.
Oh, this is a little unstable.
It is very much so an unstable magic.
Well, this is yours. Yeah, if you...
How the hell did that work?
It seems like you changed the item. And
It's got magic water.
You can help it's kind of like the baths where it can help you, but it equally has a chance to hurt you as well.
One correction. It has 4 charges. It refreshes 1 charge at dawn.
Okay.
So.
Technically
And it lasts for 24 hours.
It's until long rest.
Until long rest, okay.
This probably would fetch a pretty penny. Or I guess a pretty copper.
Probably would. Obviously, if you sell it to someone, make sure you let them know it's a little unstable. But
Of course.
probably don't pack any more magic into it.
I'm surprised it held it so well. Can you determine as to why?
Beats me, I'm not a magic items
Because
expert.
it's a juice.
I mean, we know a guy if we can
container.
talk to Theric.
Because it's a water container and he put water in it.
He's probably the most knowledgeable person about magical items.
Can I do an Arcana check to try and determine why it was able to hold the magic so well?
I'd still say that's Arcana, okay?
Well, guidance myself.
Oh, good. I didn't have to use my other spell.
31.
31. By all means, it shouldn't.
That's what I figured.
The magic item, the vessel for the magic. So when creating magic items, if your vessel isn't strong enough to actually hold the magic, it would just destroy the vessel. It seems that somehow a portion of the magic, one might say the +2 that you had, was imbued into the item so that the item could actually hold the rest of it.
Ain't that convenient? Well, I'll go ahead and store that.
All right. You guys are planning on messing with the book today, right?
Yes. Now that that fog over my mind is gone.
Because I slept on it last night, and I realized we need to return the book. I'll explain it to you and Gurgle.
That makes sense. I didn't want the book in the first place, but
Well,
what's your reasoning?
We gotta return it for Clay. Because I realized there was a subtle threat of if you try to relearn the knowledge that you have lost, that good luck.
Roger said that.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's a bad thing for Clay.
Right. He forgot the future.
Yeah, and if he goes back,
I forgot the what?
As Kane comes into the room.
Clay.
Yes. It's funny because I didn't have this problem forever. I developed it, and now I can't stop.
I think
Clay Beekman forgot the taste of your own wine.
No, I have a bottle right here.
is that your bottle,
Yeah.
or do you just think it's your bottle?
No, it's my bottle. Clay Beekman.
Where does it come from?
My winery up north.
When?
Where?
Well, this is a 2-year-old vintage.
Oh, I'm actually going to try to push this. I'm going to try to push, like, try and give him that information back and to see kind of what happens. I'm not pushing, not going to just push hard enough to see, like, a side effect.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you know when we're from?
When we're from.
Do you want me to tell you the specific date?
I know what today's date is.
Yeah, but we're not from today's date. Just humor me for a moment. We actually come from the future at this date.
I have a question. With me believing I'm supposed to be here,
But you're not supposed to be here.
even though I'm not supposed to be here, would this send a shiver?
So, how this actually plays out for you, as he says, we're from the future, and then you give the date, which would be again just
Yeah.
1712
712 TB.
Tempora Bane. That's not even the right year. As he says Tempora Bane, you almost very much so you kind of get like a shiver down your spine, and then it dawns on you. It's like, oh wait, no. This is, he said Tempora Moradin, and you just instantly override what he just said. 1712, and you're like, oh, I thought, I must have been in my winery a little bit too long because you thought it was around like maybe 690 Tempora Bane or Tempora Moradin, but you're just like, oh no, I must have just been too involved. And this guy Zephyr's obviously very smart.
Yeah, no.
To the point that whenever you say Tempora Bane, you hear Moradin.
No, it's Morden. Yeah.
Allow me to try something. You've heard of the Dragon Wars, right?
Nope.
That one you would have heard of.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
We're in the
current
Dragon Wars.
The Dragon Wars are going.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Who hasn't?
And do you know who won?
No one yet.
You sure?
Yeah.
You start to think about it. You are pretty sure the dragons lost, but you don't know who won.
I'm pretty sure though if I were a betting man, I'd bet against the dragons.
Why?
Oh, I just,
Surrounded by all this
There's,
power and this strength, are you sure?
with great power comes sometimes great hubris.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
But-
See, right there.
But how do you know?
Well, one can't know for certain, but sometimes you get premonitions. I'm just speaking on.
But you seem to know.
You, in this moment, a memory strikes you. You're selling wine, not but like a couple years before you had joined the Cubix Ascenders. You met with a dragon who foretold the end of the Dragon Wars, and basically told you seek adventure, meet with the Cubix Ascenders. They'll take you through it.
I met an oracle who told me. I was selling them some wine.
What was this oracle?
It was another dragon.
The color?
Can't recall.
It kind of looks like, I don't know. I've never seen a dragon like it. I just remember
Ready
it
to
like a
shatter his
like
brain
a
right now.
prism,
What's the date on your wine?
like all colors and none.
When was your wine
What's the
crafted?
date
Oh,
on
the
your
date's
wine?
on the bottle. It's
As Clay pulls the bottle and looks at it and goes to read it, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
There we go!
I was like, he's got a bottle of wine. Like,
He's got one left.
I need to make a what?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw.
You
DC
pushed it, tell the side effects. The
DC
timekeeper shows up
23.
and you are all dead.
All right. I need to roll an 11 or higher. I'm going to use inspiration.
can I say I'm a guy? Or no? Well, it's a saving throw, so it's
You can use your inspiration after you roll.
Yeah, inspiration. You
So
can
if you
choose
roll
after
in that
roll.
20, you don't need to use it.
I might use my inspiration.
Okay. Don't know how I'm gonna say this. I got a dirty 30.
As you flip it to look at the date on the front, you don't know, like, well, obviously it slips out of your grasp. Your last bottle of wine falling to the ground and shattering.
Clay beep.
Does that like the label's still there?
As you look, it fell in a perfect way where the label has ripped. The label has ripped to where you could reorganize it to make a different date.
I see where
It
this is
is
going.
final destinationing.
This is this is the same way that the universe managed to correct itself in any weird time issues. It's no matter what we do, he'll never be able to be part of that. So if we try
Zephyr!
pulling him into our
Zephyr!
time, he may be
Mend it!
actually destroyed and or stuck
bottle?
here.
And the wine.
How do you mend
I
the wine
can't
that is
mend the
currently
wine for you.
seeping into the floor?
No. Come back.
At this point, Batal kneels down with a cloth and starts to wipe it up.
If I was a waterbender, I'd... Actually, do I have that spell, actually? Hang on a second. I don't think I do. Nope.
This has
Right.
been a really weird encounter, but we need to. Yeah, we probably should find that prison dragon
but you
oracle.
get my reason why
Definitely.
we need to return the
Need to
book.
return the book. Clay, just to inform you, sometimes we are going to say things that you might not understand. Just understand it's a Cubix Ascender thing, and you will figure it out when you are part of our group for longer.
That sounds very condescending for a man that had joined the Cubix Ascenders.
You
not
just
long
dropped your
before
last
me.
bottle of wine.
Okay, that was an accident, and I fully blame Zephyr for that.
How?
He told me to look at it.
Actually, as you say that, you're pretty sure he bumped you.
Actually, because he bumped me. Did you not see that? He Knocked it out of my hands. That's gonna be. By the way,
He's 5 feet from you. He never got near you.
it's one of his gusty windstorm spell things he does.
See, this is one of the moments where you will understand when you're part of our group for long.
What are you talking? Yeah, I'm understanding. He does things to his teammates.
I cast Gust of Wind.
Again, see.
No, this
By the
is
way,
what wind would be.
This is gonna be. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be this way, but that's gonna cost you 50 gold pieces. Now.
Strength saving throw.
That's gonna cost you.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Really? Yeah, you say inspiration.
Really?
That still might not be enough.
It's his-
17.
No, 20 is the save.
Failure.
20 is the save.
Yeah.
As you get knocked, as it knocks you over into the prone condition, as you hit the ground, and you're like, "See, this is how he knocked me over."
Right here. Are you blind? Did you not see this happen?
By the way, this keeps going for a minute. And I keep pushing. I just keep
I know.
pushing.
I just don't get up. I just stay down.
He's just like gets pushed all the way to the wall, and he's like, "See, this is what I'm talking about."
See this right here.
50 gold pieces for that wine.
As you're like going to point, your hands like hitting the wall. You're like,
It's like that, like you outside a car window.
you're trying to push against it.
I let go.
His face.
All right. Well, then let's get this over with.
Okay.
I do need your help, as there is something I'm missing, but I can't figure out what.
No, have you asked Jeffrey? Man, took it or blew it away.
Oh, by the way,
Literally, I'm asking.
by the way, I created while you were sleeping. I created a whole cipher for
Alright.
how to determine.
Girl, by the way, you did hear that about the book, right?
What?
That we need to return the book after we're done making our alterations.
I missed the first part of that question.
We are returning
we need
the
to
book.
return the book.
Oh,
after
yeah,
we
I
make
got
our
that part.
alterations.
That was
Okay.
his question.
I was just making sure you're on board.
Oh,
with that.
yeah, I got that part. So, I found out that whoever made this, there's like another effect, and I created a cipher for it.
Well, that's good. This is
Yeah, I wrote it down for you guys.
I'll pull out.
I mean, I'm going to still leave that to
Check it
you
over.
guys because you guys
I
are.
mean, you're the one that read it.
I just
mean-
need to determine the last effect of the spell, which I required your help for.
Oh,
I want to
we
know
can give it
who.
a shot.
I want to know the activation conditions.
All right. Let's take a whack at it. I guess we're just.
I determined the.
Are we all three just checking, like
At
trying
this
to read
point,
this?
I would do a
Okay.
group wisdom saving throw. Actually, so the wisdom saving throw is going to be individual rolls.
Okay.
And then whoever succeeds will get to participate in a group check to basically discover more.
So
able-
does whoever fails count to a 0 towards
Like,
the group check?
Do we drink the thing?
drink the.
I don't know about that.
50-50. I mean, I'm not gonna risk it.
I won't risk it. Actually, I could probably cast
I got
a spell.
it- I got it at
can't,
30.
can't.
Are they having you read with them?
I don't think you're gonna
Oh.
help. Yeah, hang on.
I'll try to
Let me
read.
see if I can cast a spell first before,
I'll
So-
crane my neck.
because I got two spells.
Crane your
We
neck.
are within range of him, though, so he's giving us +5.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That is true. Unless he doesn't currently consider you an ally.
What's this one?
Not
is
Zephyr.
skill.
Oh, dick move!
Advantage. Okay, I can cast on multiple targets, so I upcast
Is
it.
it an advantage on saving throws?
Yes.
Really? What spell gives that? Intellect
can't-
Fortress?
Right? Let me make sure. Hang on.
I know
Oh,
Intellect
no,
Fortress
never mind.
gives
I'm wrong.
advantage
I'm
on
wrong.
the.
I'm wrong. Reading the wrong Billy. Okay. Nope. Nope.
If you
nope,
have
nope,
Intellect Fortress, that's the only one I know of.
Nope. Yeah. I don't have it. Okay,
Yeah.
we're good.
But Intellect Fortress is concentration, and
Yeah,
Hiram said we wouldn't be able to concentrate all this. So
Okay. I can't do anything, so we're just gonna try to make the save.
You
Pray
could
to
drink
gods.
the, you could drink the jug.
Are you actually not giving it to me? Just
No,
make
no,
sure.
I'm joking. You got it.
Okay.
Okay. +5, right?
Yep. 23.
23 and sorry, what did you say?
19.
19,
15.
15. Is your second time for you?
First time.
First time today.
Oh no, he did.
Unless it reset, and
Yeah.
if it resets on the day, then it'd be first time.
He did it
today.
last night as well. So the second time, yeah.
You're actually still good. All right. 3.
I think that's my third.
This is my fourth time.
Right? Is it my third? Or is that my...
This is your third time, fourth time,
third
second time.
Yep.
So 2 of you barely passed. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, all of you guys passed. So now each of you would be making your own check for it.
You would think it'd become easier.
Mine's going to be Arcana, because that's the only thing I can do.
You'd be Arcana, and then you'd be Arcana or Investigation. Technically, any of you guys could use Investigation as well.
I can guidance this, if I remember right.
Great.
That's cocked. Same number, 31.
This is a 13.
7?
Okay.
But
As a reminder,
That's a fail.
you still get the advantage as well. You're doing the same thing as before,
You get advantage on the roll.
due to studying Roko's work and the similarities between them.
Why are
That's
you rolling
cocked.
3 times? Oh.
It was
It's
cocked. 19, and if it failed, 27.
19 is a fail. So
I was
go
in
ahead and go ahead and use your. I wanted to call it strategic mind. That's not what it's called. Tactical mind. Tactical mind. Everyone, and then sorry, one more time. You said 19, 17,
No, I only got 13.
13. Eh.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have asked you for
I rolled a 2.
As he kind of told you his findings from the previous day, you again see
I'm well better at this today, by the way, guys.
You again see the tells and the different components of Animate Dead fitting into the
I
spell.
actually specifically didn't tell him about that.
Did you?
No. I was trying to see because I figured this out, that you do learn what you are pre-told. I was trying to not tell him that to see if he found anything different.
Got it.
Did you say doubt it?
No, I said got it,
Oh.
and that would change it. You find evidence of the spell Finger of Death.
Finger of Death.
That is the necromantic spell. Similar,
And remember, if you do use that, you may go to the hospital.
similar to Animate Dead. It's a joke from our last campaign that happened to me. Similar to Animate Dead, this spell seems to take the necromantic component and use it to animate dead, or in the case of Finger of Death, those killed by it come back as zombies. With that being the case, as you continue to research Gurgle, you are able to find a little bit more. You find the eclipse. You also find that for the currency, individuals have to be at a point of being ecstatic, being very happy. Effectively, they must be willing and in high spirit. Euphoric. That is a great word for it. They must be very euphoric.
I could have cast Bless.
Oh.
Alive, I'm assuming.
Concentration.
Yes, euphoric. It needs to be during an eclipse. And you said 27? That would be it. Or actually, no, one other thing you'd know that you would be able to determine, this is kind of all of you, this is a 9th level spell. So you also must be capable of casting a 9th level spell to even be able to utilize this. Actually, this would be something you guys would learn while doing this. Unlike normal spell scrolls, if you find a spell scroll that's 9th level spell, you can cast it. You just can't use it you just couldn't be able to put it in your spell book.
No, you have to roll technically an Arcana check to be able to cast it if it's above your capability.
Okay.
If it's above this level of spell you can cast, you have to roll an Arcana check equal to, I think it's 10 plus the spell level times 2, if I'm not mistaken. That's going off of memory.
Do you have the spell Regenerate?
I do.
What is
Do you have the spell Revivify?
No.
I have the spell Revivify.
I do.
You have the spell Revivify? Okay, this is my plan.
More of a electrocute things to death, not electrocute them to a life.
Real quick, before you run your plan, hold that thought. The difference with rune weaving you're able to find, rune weaving, due to the nature of you almost kind of creating a spell, utilizes the spell slot. That is to say, like if you had a 9th level spell slot and you were casting a 9th level rune weave, it would take your spell slot, but it's not like you're casting the spell. That is simply to say
done that in the past
that
where
you
I've
could
used
not
spells.
cast, no matter what you rolled, you could not cast a rune weaved spell unless you were capable of that level of magic.
Gotcha.
That's the last component that you were able to get.
What about the secret effect? Nothing else on that?
So the secret effect, especially as you had told him this, and you guys were kind of like using the cipher, looking into it more, almost like you can't see past it. Animate Dead still remains prevalent, even with your mind being more cleared, other than the fact that when he points out Finger of Death, and assuming that you do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when he points out Finger of Death, you instead, almost similar to how his mind is justifying it's like, oh, that could be Finger of Death. I could see how, and you almost like start to slot things into how you could create that spell, utilizing the runes that are in the book.
So, I think I might have an idea, guys.
I think he was still good.
The last thing
You
to
wanted
answer...
to know, your question was, who did they use the spell on?
Yeah, more focused
His
on
question was, how do we get it to work for us? Well, I guess that was kind of both your questions.
I feel like this is part. I'm away.
Yes?
I mean, I'm mostly trying to...
Everybody's on board with this thought?
I'm mostly just trying to understand...
Who gets used on?
Yeah, because obviously this is going to get used, and I have a feeling that the people here are going to be the batteries.
And our goal of this little powwow is to create a countermeasure to it.
Correct.
Yes?
Not
That's the
necessarily
goal?
stop it, just a way we can
Countermeasure.
handle it.
So if we can figure out a way to stop it, if we can figure out a way to destroy it.
So I got good news and bad news. You want to hear the good news or the bad news?
Can you got like two good newses and a bad news, so you can give us a sandwich?
I still haven't figured out what I learned, but
Sure, I can give you two good newses.
Okay, so start with good news, bad news, and back to good news.
Okay, good news is I'm pretty confident I have a good idea on how we can counter it.
Okay, that sounds like good news.
Now you want the bad news?
Yes.
Okay, bad news is I'm pretty sure this spell gets used on your girl.
Okay, why is that?
I think the amalgamation at the bottom of the cave is an amalgamation of all these, and I think she's one of them.
as Razu stated, but that's not a guarantee.
Now, like, what makes you think that more than before?
There's a girl out of the 5 dragon heads, I heard a voice. And all of them seem crazy. Like, they've lost their minds.
Are you going to take that? No.
Like,
Never promise crazy a baby.
Say the truth.
So, someone calling your girl crazy? No.
like they've all lost their minds. What would make you lose your mind more than being forced into a decision after being killed and brought back to life?
Oh, a great many things. You see, like, Zephyr's eyes get wide, like
1,000
thinking,
yards there.
just like the screams, the voices. I experienced a pretty gruesome death to that thing, so.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why it's so crazy.
Who piggybacked on me? What color was that?
I don't think we got the colors on who went to who.
Oh, I had a long.
You had a month.
Yeah, some months with it.
True.
Do I know anything about the one that just kind of like hung out with me for a while before it took over?
Make a history check.
My alter ego actually lived with one for
I was
a
just
while,
thinking
too.
about this, like.
I lived with one for years
So that's racist.
It's 25.
in my alternate reality.
25. Goodness. Yes, you do remember. The red one.
Just to inform you, Razu's currently under the opinion that she turns into Tiamat.
I don't think that's Tiamat at the bottom.
I'm gonna.
I am positive that is not Tiamat at the bottom.
I think it might be an amalgamation based on Tiamat, though.
The first failed experiment.
Sure. Yeah, possible. But I do believe that your girl is one of the 5.
What grounds do you have to base this off of?
And okay. Well,
A little bit of intuition, a little bit of just
Guessing.
well, but so based on the spell.
But was that something you found in here?
Okay, so based on the spell, this is my understanding of the spell. Spell kills you, Finger of Death portion, brings you back to life, animate that portion. makes you live in a certain reality, crazy portion, and what was the fourth part of it? What was the fourth part again?
The loop.
The loop, yeah. Forces them into a certain reality, right? I thought that was the third one that I said. There was like a fourth one, wasn't there?
So what you're missing is
Animate
it
Death.
forces you to choose one in your third option.
Yeah. That
'Cause
the
you had Finger of
person who
Death,
casts it can
Animate
choose the
Life,
outcome.
Foretell to be able to see the future, and then
Foresight.
dominate. Foresight
Dominate,
to
yeah.
and dominate monster
Okay.
to force you to choose an option within
So
Foretell.
the dominate
Foresight.
portion forces them to a reality that Bahamut choose.
Stop correcting if you want.
Dominant makes them choose the portion that Bahamut wanted, or Vorthlax. The looping makes it so that even the most strong-willed people eventually break, because his sister would probably be the one that holds out the longest.
Sorry, I gotta clarify one thing. Do you mean raise dead, not animate dead?
Yes.
Okay, because I was like, animate dead turns them into zombies. It means
I
they're just
apologize.
dead. Raise
why
dead.
I was
So-
so confused.
That is
Okay.
that's correct. That's my
So,
mistake.
so it kills them,
Finger of Death does turn them into.
reanimates them into a zombie dragon,
But yeah.
which is kind of how it amalgamates them into one being. So it's 5 creatures into one. So it kills them, reanimates them into a being,
But
makes them relive a loop so that even the strongest ones have to eventually break,
but why does it
and
need?
then forces them into...
But why does it need to combine them?
I don't know why, but I do think that it does happen. I think the why is like... either he needs to experiment with them, or it's the only way that he can think to keep them around.
This sounds
Those are my
very
2 thoughts.
twisted.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing about him is like, that's what I was getting from him. I was telling you, he's honest, but he's also got another motive. It's like, he does want his sisters to survive, but it was like, there was something else there that he just wasn't saying, you know?
I'm just trying to figure out how this aligns with like Bahamut's alignment. I just don't. Based off what I understand, that would be a problem. Definitely be a conflict.
Well, but he has to keep the Dragon King prisoner, right?
Yes, but at the same time,
So what better to keep a Dragon King prisoner than his daughter and some amalgamation of
but he-
superpowered beings?
But I feel like that, unless he claims that she broke some sort of law, but the punishment doesn't
She
seem to fit
did.
the crime.
No, she did break the law, according to him. Because she doesn't agree with his version of reality, which is that the gods need to be destroyed and that the dragon should rule over everybody.
But
She doesn't agree with that.
but that doesn't seem to like. But that could only happen. I guess that could happen after he claims power and then instates that.
No,
and
it's already
then-
happened. Like even in this timeline, it's already happened.
Oh no, what I'm saying is his Bahamut being the entity that he is a lawful entity to its most extreme, and he
But
has to
it's
embody
his
that.
law.
But he has to embody that in order to be the god that he is.
Isn't
right?
my understanding correct though? Isn't it his law?
Not
It's not
yet.
all law. It's just his law.
He's not the one in power to make the law. That's why I'm saying she hasn't infringed on anything yet.
But she will, and he knows she will.
Well, I mean, until she does, though, you're still innocent.
But that's why this spell doesn't get cast until after he comes into power.
That's what I'm saying. It would have to happen after he gets into power. After he's established law,
Right.
and then does the thing.
I think you're taking a lot of assumptions and thinking them as truth.
It's not
Okay,
taking a lot of assumptions
what-
and thinking that's true. This is just likely probabilities.
So what did the current king say? Because he mentioned something about her, didn't he?
He said that she is in the present day.
She does live to the present day, and that at the end of the festival, he would tell me how to find her.
But one could argue that a lich is alive.
I just wish I could know his
Yes.
motive.
The kings,
Just no.
Vorthlax.
Orthodox says he's going to use it on his sister, but just
I don't think he's lying about that portion.
But okay, so like, okay, let's pretend he's on his sister, and 4 others.
That's 100%.
Yeah, but like, who would be these 4 others?
I think he said what
and this person becomes the guardian of what's in the eye, right?
The prisoner.
Well,
or the guardian.
Yeah,
Yes,
the guardian
but-
of the
but-
prisoner. Yeah.
Yeah. So she becomes part of the guardian,
Right.
In this
Is
case,
what
in
he's
this theory.
suggesting.
Right.
But who would these other 4 be? Like, what's the intent? I guess maybe to
There would
find
all
the
have
strongest.
to be 4 powerful dragons that all oppose Bahamut in this time.
Well, would they even need to oppose him or be strong?
I think they would have to oppose him due strictly to the fact that he wouldn't zombify and brainwash his own people because they would already follow him willingly.
So hold that thought for a moment. For a second.
So, I'm looking specifically for the missing information that I could not find before. I'm curious if I can, and I might just be cucking myself by thinking what the information is, and then it's like, oh yeah, you find that. That's totally true. But, I mean, I'm risking it. How many targets is this spell designed for? Is the piece of information I believe I'm missing.
It's not a matter of targets. With the roll that you got, it's not a matter of targets, it's a matter of area.
So it could affect as many as wanted.
Is that are in the area, yes.
What is the AoE?
About 100 miles.
Fuck.
So,
All right.
So
only the
one
prominent
thought-
voices come out.
one thought, the Dragon King has 2 kids that we know of, but are we sure that those are his only 2 kids?
Oh no, I'm sure he has plenty more. That's fairly common for.
What if they're all
rulers.
his siblings? What if all 5 of them are his siblings?
But
Again,
and then also his. You mean not siblings, but his kids.
No.
Well, no, I'm saying all 5 of them are
Vorthalax's
Vorthalax's siblings.
Oh wait.
Sister and brother.
Oh, Vorthalax's. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the.
No,
Dragon
Dragon King. So my reason why I don't think it could possibly be the Dragon King is
We already
because
know
first,
it's not the
Oh,
Dragon
yeah,
off,
yeah.
I don't think Vorthalax is strong enough to beat his dad in a fight in a fair
Oh yeah,
fight.
no, I was misunderstanding what generation you were talking about at the start.
And secondly, I'm confident that the guy at the bottom of the cave, past the Guardian, has got to be his dad. That's who's trapped down
that
there.
confirmed.
Yeah. So who would trap him, and who would he not be willing to kill to get out?
Claiming they're all.
Who would the Dragon King not be willing to kill to get out?
We already know his mind is broken.
Okay,
in
which
the
we're talking about future Dragon King or current?
Future Dragon
Dragon
King.
King
Who
is
would he
trapped in the
not
crystal
kill?
eye.
Yeah. Who would
Okay,
he
yes.
not kill to get out?
His mind is broken.
I don't
He
think.
can't escape.
I don't think.
To a certain
I don't think
degree,
he'd
I
kill
understand
anyone.
his mind's broken.
Sorry,
but-
what?
I don't think he'd kill anyone.
The Dragon King would try to do a peaceful resolution.
That seems to be fairly
But
obvious.
he's also still king. He literally made the black dragon just in
He
our last
kills
interaction.
when he has to.
That's my point. Who could he not kill even if he felt like he had to? His own kids is the only logical choice.
Unless he's incapable of killing his guardian. As any good person would have.
I just don't feel like he's I don't feel like he's somebody that couldn't break his way out of prison given infinite amount of time.
Then how do you explain the anchors? What are the anchors?
I mean, that was Roko's doing, right?
Yeah, the anchors were Roko's doing, and I think that was to contain the Guardian, not the Guardian, not the actual prisoner.
And here I was thinking that Roko was the one who designed the Crystal Cave prison.
I don't think that would be accurate.
So you did find the answer to that in a sense, to the point that he is 100% correct. Roko created the anchors to imprison the Guardian. At one point, the reason you're confused.
I thought it
is
wasn't even
because
to imprison him. I thought it was to separate his soul so that he was weaker.
That's how you imprison him. The reason you're confused is because when you guys first went in, you guys thought the guardian and the individual at the bottom were the same person.
Oh.
And so that's where your mind is blending it. As soon as you guys figured out that it's two separate entities, that's when Gurgle found the notebook from Roko, where Roko specifically, with the knowledge and everything, created the anchor points to weaken the guardian specifically.
I think it's more likely that Roko was trying to either weaken the Guardian or free it somehow, because maybe he found out that they were like some amalgamation of souls, and he was trying to hopefully separate them to a point where they could regain some type of identity. But I mean, that's conjecture. That's a lot more conjecture than I think even what I was thinking of. I think it's very likely that the reason that the Dragon King can't get out of the bottom isn't necessarily because he's so broken that he can't. I'm not saying he isn't weaker. He's obviously weaker than maybe he was in his prime. But I don't think it's to the point where, like, he can't think anymore, you know? He might just not be able to use his power as much anymore.
Specifically for the Dominate monster version of it, how many targets is that allowed?
1. It's on the target that the spell is cast.
Well,
Specifically, that portion of the spell is simply to enforce that they choose the outcome that you want.
I believe that breaks your theory right there. As you were suggesting 5 enemies of Bahamut, this only affects 1.
Well, then, I mean, it could be his original idea, which is where it's just the sister and then 4 of his followers.
So I would say, especially for you, Zephyr, one thing with that, you would not think that's innately true because of your interactions with the Mote of the Infinite. As an example, if you cast a persuasion check on a crowd of people and you used a Mote of the Infinite to make it so it's the one where every single member of the crowd believes what you're saying, because you have infinite possibilities, you could use the spell on someone and have them find infinite futures to where the other people go with whatever they decided to do. Whether or not it was like them torturing them to get them to go along with the idea, whatever the case is, you're utilizing it effectively. What the spell would come off to you as for you guys, when you guys enter the cube of the infinite, it comes with an innate risk to where you could get lost in the cube. The design of this spell seems to eliminate the risk on yourself by forcing somebody else to come to the outcome that you want. But there seems to be a big price for it, effectively. The price for a Mote of the Infinite is you are taking a risk that you could be forever lost.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the other 4.
I think theorizing the other 4 is kind of a...
Well, theorizing the one just as
I think
equal.
it's... Well, what I'm saying is, I think it's not theorizing. I think he's verbalized to me that he's going to use it on his sister.
Instead of theory crafting, we could go talk to someone up from this time that would know.
But what I'm saying is, and I agree, that might be a great option, but what I'm saying is, even if we don't know who the 4 is, it is reasonable to assume that he's going to use it, and even if he doesn't use it on 4 other people and he's the amalgamation at the bottom, he's going to use it on his sister.
I mean,
at least as he told you.
He says he's going to, but like doesn't mean it actually happens.
Someone can have a plan for something and not be able to.
I mean, we have a lot of plans that we say we're going to do that don't work out.
But everything that we've learned about points to the fact that he does, in fact, use it on his sister, because she's alive in the current time, in some form or fashion.
Oh, so is Orlaveil.
We've confirmed that with Grandpa, Dad, Dragon.
Yeah, and so
that
is
doesn't mean
Orlaveil.
that she is the guardian.
And we also know that he is alive. And he told me in this time that if she didn't get that spell cast on her, he would have to kill her. Which means that the only way she doesn't die here is if he casts it on her. Because he says he will either kill her or he will cast the spell on her. Those are the only 2 options. And since she's alive in our time, she has to have been hit by the spell.
And she fled the scene.
Let's run another scenario out real quick. Let's pretend that she is that thing.
I mean, she doesn't have to be that thing.
How do we do anything about that.
But that's the other part of the good sentence. That's the good part of this second. I told you there's a good and a bad and a good, right? Here's the good part. I think we can create a countermeasure to the spell, a failsafe, if you will, using his knowledge of regeneration and revivify to counteract the undead portions of this spell, to bring back her physical form, and then maybe using some combination of a memory spell to help her regain her consciousness of who she was.
That is how the spell Raise Dead works. It's already integrated into the spell.
So wait, we got to split her apart from the rest of it?
If she is the amalgamation, it would probably work on all 5 of them, honestly, because if it affects all 5 of them, it would probably bring them all back.
The answer is, I believe we do not have enough information. We should go speak with Zarion first.
Well, ultimately, we're just trying to figure out how we want to alter this.
We don't know enough about the spell or how it works or who it's being cast on or what the end goal is.
Because, do we want to release all of them? I would assume not. But then again, if he casts them on enemies, then yes?
If he casts them on allies of Silferion and Gurgle is correct, then yes, we would want to release them.
But if he casts it on
For
allies
his
of him,
followers plus Silferion, we would not want to release them.
It's true.
There's no way to know. That's the problem with speculation.
There is one way to know.
They're probably weaker together than they are apart.
Let's go ask him what his plan is and expect no repercussions whatsoever.
Or I create a forgery of the book and I barter with him.
Yeah, because that wouldn't go wrong at all.
I don't know if you can forge it.
I'm pretty good at forging.
Not. Can you inject it with the level of magic intricacies that this thing has?
There is only one way to forge
I don't think he knows enough about it to know that if I created a forge that was close-ish, that
There is only one way. You would have to use your grandfather's book.
We could use it to write some of the spell format, but I don't think it would have to.
I do not believe he understands the spell in its entirety.
That was my impression
He would have to learn it
too.
as we would.
Right.
And that is why you would have to use your grandfather's book, as it would have to be as intricate as that to fool him.
My grandpa's book, I think, is a little bit more advanced than this one.
Which means even better.
I don't know if I can give up that book for this one. This one kills 5 people and raises them.
You're the one who is stating that you're not planning on giving it to him. You're merely bluffing.
Well, but the barter portion, the reason I want to make a forgery is because I would give him the forgery.
Yeah,
Then
but
how would
I
he
think
not instantly see through it?
Because he wouldn't be casting it until he tried to cast.
He can figure out what the spell does, same as we did. In fact, I'm fairly certain he'd do it faster. being
9th
a
level,
true dragon.
detect magic.
I mean, we can write most of the runes in there. I mean, we
Right. As I tried to explain to Razu, writing the runes is not what's required. Rune weaving in and itself takes a spark. Each rune was written by Lothun for a very specific purpose, a very specific reasoning. You can't just write down letters on a page and rune weave it.
I could get him to help me create the forgery.
You mean
Lothun?
The one that doesn't know anything about it.
Help you create the forgery.
Unless you can figure out... Oh god, that would be so hard to do. What information did he get? Because you'd have to trade in the information he got from the library to get back that information. After we returned the information, then he could know the information, but then we had no longer have access to the information. Oh god.
So what's the plan?
Not that.
I think we go speak with Zarion.
It could work.
It seems very convoluted and probably wouldn't work. But it's not the worst plan we've had. But let's go ahead and see if we can get some more information real quick. Actually, you guys do that.
I mean, like, what information are we getting from him, though?
I mean, that sounds like something you guys get to figure out. I got a thing to do.
Stop by Batal for the funds and diamond dust, and then head to the market.
Okay. He would get you. That's a little louder than I wanted it to be. He would get you the diamond's dust. Hard to adjust.
How much?
There we go. For how much he was able to acquire in this amount. Oh wow. He was able to give you 600 gold worth.
Doubled my stock.
He's able to get you 600 diamonds dust. He was also, so for the sake of this, I'm just going to give you guys what he was able to acquire for you via your request. He was not able to get you any potions of haste. However, he was able to acquire 2 potions of invincibility, as well as 4 superior healing potions. Whoever wants to add that can. What's up?
After having a conversation with Batal, I would head to the library and having a conversation with the librarian. If anyone else has anything to do.
Raz is brave for freaking going in by himself.
Just walking along, his feather just...
Zephyr legit just walked out of the whole place. Like, I'll tell you guys later today. If you don't see me by dinner, come find me. I'll probably be eaten by a dragon.
My 50 gold.
Where?
Zephyr is going out to the festival, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, so is Kane. So
We're going out into the rain.
It is both raining and storming this day on the festival.
I'm going to try to find somewhere private.
Okay. You would end up either scaling the canyon side opposite Lone Peak or scaling Lone Peak slightly to find...
Let's fly.
That would also work. As you find effectively a secluded cliffside to go down.
I'll let other people do things for now.
You're going out to the festival as well. Are you staying in the fort, or are you going out to the festival too?
I don't even know what he's going to ask him, so I would just go to the forge.
Okay, so you're staying in the forge. You're going to the library.
I'm going to the study.
You're going to the study. Tiku is just waking up. She overate thoroughly. quite a bit. Library is currently empty. Not only is it empty, but as soon as you enter in and almost kind of look around, a book at the table on that bottom floor kind of flops to the woodwork.
I would just start speaking.
Don't touch the book.
I'm not. That's on the first floor. I'd be on the second floor, which I'm assuming
what
the second floor is
Do you go
completely
to the
empty.
second floor?
Basically, he was reading the book.
I
Roger
would
walked
be
in and-
attempting to talk to the guy on the second floor.
So that would change it slightly. I thought you were going to the first floor.
Sure would. I know what you should do.
I know exactly what he should do too.
I'll shut up.
So I would actually still say you see that to where the book hits the table down. You kind of look down, start to look about, and you can see the librarian very, very far down next to that section that Zephyr had been studying that had been burned down.
Wouldn't that be on the second floor?
I would just.
You went to the second floor.
I would just speak in the room with intent on him hearing me.
I'm assuming while I'm in here, you can hear me, and I know you're probably ignoring me right now, but I'm going to attempt to gain your favor, and I don't really want you to hate me doing it. And I don't want you to think that I don't have a respect for your knowledge or have a desire to learn how to respect it. So, I know you like an exchange of knowledge, and I think I've come up with a solution of sort.
You hear a slight as you kind of turn, as soon as your eyes go away, like he was putting a book away. He's right next to you. As he turns again in a nicer, almost vest-like top. His outfit is slightly different. He still has the penguin sleeves. I think is what they're called. Penguin sleeve top, but he's wearing a tunic. Has almost that same kind of fluff. His glasses are up a little bit closer to his eyes, and there's now a chain that hangs off of them that curves around almost almost like it looks like the latch that would keep a hat on, is that curves behind his ears and then connects just below his neck. He's also wearing what appears to be tight white leather gloves that have a hole open on the back and then jewels encrusted on the knuckles.
Still green hair?
Yes, this is still green hair. He is wearing slacks and what is nice dress shoes. As he puts the
Does
book away,
this
he
look closer
turns
to the corridor guy? Because you're
No.
saying he's wearing a vest and glasses, just like him.
They were both wearing glasses, but the
And a
librarian
vest?
is. This guy looks. Think your anime butler. This guy looks like an anime butler with a very big fluff and then the chain coming off. Looks very fine and proper. And that said, no, the other individual you saw was like a half giant. That person looked familiar not because of the librarian, because you've seen someone like that before. Not too unlike that, minus he's got like a large, almost like a large rose that seems to be made out of cotton, up just below his neck. Yes. And what would that be?
So, what you currently have is people sign that you can take their life if they damage anything of yours. And I happen to know how to make what I call mutagens that can decrease the strength and increase the dexterity or being able to control your fingers. So that if we combine your knowledge with mine, we could discover new information to create something that anyone in your library could take. And if you put some biology into it, make it so they have the same respect for your knowledge that you do. So in one way, they couldn't damage it. Wouldn't even be an option.
You seem to be operating on a misconception that you would be necessary for any of that.
Sorry, what did you say? That what would be necessary?
You.
Not necessarily saying I am. I'm not saying you necessarily don't know.
What knowledge could you give me that would be equal in value to what I could give you? Or what do you even look to learn?
So what I'm proposing is not necessarily that we give each other anything. I just want to learn how to have the same respect for knowledge that you do. And in turn, with working with me, we create a solution so that that can't happen.
I already have
Pointing at the
burned out section of the library.
burnout section of the library.
You signed my solution, as many have before. I can show you.
And I understand the idea of that is that if they damage anything, you kill them and take their knowledge to replace it.
Of souls. So he reaches and he pulls a book off the shelf. He opens the book and flips it to you. And almost effectively, the first few lines that you start to read is a first-person account of someone at birth. He rapidly starts to flip through the pages as you realize this effectively looks like an autobiography. But it's the thoughts of an individual. It is the perspective of a life somehow contained into a book.
This is dope. I want to add one flavor thing to this. The face of the book is a face.
It's a little creepy. I don't think this library is more on the creepy side, though.
I actually kind of like it. I would say it's a picture of the person. There's a picture
Like a
of the
profile
person on the front of the book. As he rapidly flips through this, two things you notice. One, as he flips through it, you're somehow able to read it. all of it, is the life of a farmer. He grew up effectively in the plains just north of Lone Peak before offending a dragon in his teens. Had a very uneventful life, had a girl that he was going to marry, and the life brought to an abrupt halt as the dragon not only burned down his village, but took him on as a slave. He attempted to steal from the dragon, not knowing that he was actually stealing from this library, and in so doing, his life came to a close, as the librarian turned him into one of his books. As you get like effectively a very basic synopsis of a very sad and unfortunate farmer's life. And as he shuts it and puts it back, he says, "That is how you deem respect." I was once much more open with my knowledge, but I learned that you, all of you, boast, are crass, dirty, and honestly untidy things.
Wouldn't life just to be a little bit better if you could make someone see information the way you do?
I don't have to. You seem to think that I am left wanting. I need friends, I need people to enjoy this knowledge with me. My friends are everywhere. I have the knowledge of thousands. I have knowledge that your brain could not even fit inside that tiny skull. It would explode for lack of a better storage. You overvalue yourself.
So you're telling me you have no desire to have the people you let into your library having respect for information you do? In which case, whenever somebody leaves, if they read something with that respect that they got when they entered your library, would then have enough respect to leave something in turn.
I don't need them to leave anything in return. I am the gatherer. I am the end point of information.
Would it not be easier to gather the information from people with the same respect for the knowledge that you do?
Much like I told your friend from before. You want to know why I lend out information? It's because at the end of it all of it always ends up here. You think to barter your information like it's something that I will not possess. Your life is but a flicker. I will have it, as I have all things.
Just because you can read through someone's life and you have all the time in the world to read from their perspective, it's never the same as working with someone when they see it from their perspective.
Correct. It's infinitely better. For I know, as I always have, that my perspective is correct in the face of those who would have wrong opinions.
So if someone was to say a riddle, there's a potential through your life experience. You would approach it one way, and they would approach it a different way.
The wrong way, yes.
And you think that there would never be a time where someone could, through happenstance, come to the correct answer first?
Oh no, I absolutely think there is. But do I ever think that would come from an ignorant bird who would damage knowledge and operate under the assumption that all those that enter my library don't typically do so with a certain modicum of respect? Absolutely not.
Do you not have a desire to pass on such knowledge?
Never
Leave a
even
mark.
once. I am the mark. You can see it. It's everywhere. You do not grasp where you stand, do you? He reaches over to a book, and as he seemingly pushes on this book, almost like a bookshelf being pushed back, the wall seems to almost like fold on itself, and just a corridor of books. And again, in a moment, you see him appear in a moment, but also in almost like an infinite second, a familiar feeling that you've had. He seems to pull out books, and you just see tens of hundreds of thousands of tens of thousands of millions of books that have individuals on them. And he says, I know those who I would collaborate with. You are presumptuous to deem that you would be one of them. As you blink and you're no longer in the library, and the door is shut. And that is actually where we're going to end for tonight. Before Razu can figure out,
There's
or
a
for
book he
Razu
needs.
to try and figure out what happened in that library, to meet with Zarion, and to wrap up this final day off before the
know
final day
someone
of the
who is
Dragon
worthy.
Festival.
I know
we
someone
did
who
not
is
level
worthy.
up, and sorry, what?
I know someone who is worthy, and we're going to check it out next time.
Tune in next time to find out. We will be playing next week, and TQ, I think, will be here, so that'll be nice. Thanks for always hanging out, Jasmine. We love you. Thank you, anyone and everyone who has joined in. Have a great night. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.